Hi, everyone,
Happy
and
Valentine's Day, everyone.
welcome to the Valentine's Day episode. Yay!
Yay!
Hey,
Welcome to Arbitrary Hero Presents Max's Mad Mythic Mercenaries. I am your substitute dungeon master, Cameron. Normally, I play the character Wilhelm Swingpike, but today I'm running a game of Dungeons and Dragons for my friends. Let's just start with introductions, and then Cherie will do the recap. Nate, who are you, and why are you here?
hello. My name is Nate, and I am playing Rolan Jatoro, a human fighter. I have a pointy stick, and I swing it around in public in front of everyone.
Yep.
I
Cherie, who are you playing today?
play Alu Drakar, who is an Asimar rogue. She does not have a pike to swing around.
Nah, not all of us
She's
are gifted
subtle.
with such things.
Yeah, subtle. Creepy. Creepy is
Subtle.
another way to put it.
Mhm.
That's fine too.
Hannah, who are you playing today?
I play Hollyiries Go Delicately. I am a noble and wizard, and I am part of the group because I use my money to get what I want.
That sounds about right.
Yep. Or make
And-
me do it.
Ian,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
who are you playing?
I am playing Fen Merrick, a wood elf ranger. He is in town to investigate the death of his wife, Roland's sister, but he's also really finds himself spending most of his time figuring out why the hell his friends keep killing him.
He hasn't died lately. There was a
Not
different
lately,
Ian
which,
that died.
which is terrifying because it really means I'm due.
Yeah,
Oh,
Give it
yeah.
time.
Yeah, man. What are the odds? Over unders. Spread.
Give it time.
Today, stay tuned, folks. There's going to be a lot of
So-
action today, probably.
Night is young.
Last session, I was also substitute DMing, and honestly, like, we already planned for Cherie to do this recap, but I went back over the notes that I tried to take during the session, and I don't think I'd have been able to do a recap, even if I wanted to. So, Cherie, what the hell happened last time?
All right, last time. So we started with Holly still trying to make friends with the very large cat boy down the street, which I, Alu, do not approve of, FYI.
He doesn't approve of
Wilhelm-
it either.
Yeah,
gonna happen.
which is great because he's not trustworthy.
Yeah.
Wilhelm is temporarily teaching Cherie, and what is her name? Begins with
Perdita.
P.
Perdita.
Thank you, Perdita. Until the do not go delicately into that good night school for the corporally
Corporeally
challenged officially opens. He is a very tired, y'all. We got introduced to Fru, who is the greedy pub owner from across the street, Fru's Brews, which is a really
Nice.
great name for a pub. And we don't trust him either. Also, Frankie Stein, Lord Artor Morlin's little minion, has stopped by to get an update on our crew's progress on hunting down all the maps that are leading to his front door, which he's really not happy about it. And we have a deadline until midnight, I think tonight. We're still in officially tonight, midnight. So we cannot disappoint him. That's a very bad idea. Max has been spending the day picking Frankie's brain about how he's still alive because he's like zombie-ish, something like that.
Yeah, he's
And-
undead or immortal or something.
Yeah, and he's been plying him with much of our liquor to keep him occupied and happy while we're on our mission to figure out who's been handing out all these maps. Meanwhile, Alu has been in the dock wards to, use all of her connections down there to figure out who has been just publishing these maps and spreading them all around town. Henry and Pavel and all of my little sparrows are working on it. And we've discovered that the Serpent's books and folios is one source that we have yet to check out, but we've got it as a resource.
Mhm.
And at the Mermaid's Arms, I touched base with my mentor. I discovered a group of 3 very unwise adventurers that had a map, which they stole from Ian the Cobbler on Steeple Street. Rex, who is one of Max's characters, was also introduced in this last episode. He is basically stealing any map or anything that might even look
Is-
like a map.
The lemon is
Um,
chaotic asshole.
He's
Yes,
the
he's a
worst.
very chaotic asshole who ended up stealing their tavern bill. And we all
Chaotic asshole sounds like a
Oddly.
euphemism for a terrible disease.
I mean, if Rex is a disease, I wouldn't disagree.
Oh, we came down with chaotic
That's really
asshole.
funny. So we all ended up at Ian the Cobbler's on Steeple Street with Rex sort of crashing in through the skylight above, stealing a map, and creating havoc before running away. And this is where all of us, so Alu and Roland and Fen and Holly, have all at the Ian the Cobbler's. We've got a fight that has ensued where Holly and Ian are nearly killed. Alu saved them both. Woohoo! I got some like major hero props last.
Yeah, not
last
only does she
episode.
taketh away life, she also giveth it.
I give
Yeah,
it.
but how come she takes it away from me and gives it away? I don't like
I'm really sorry about that. But hey, Roland and Fen, you guys like knocked it out of the park and dispatched the thugs by knocking them out soundly and quickly. So pretty much at this point, we are sort of all confused as to who the hell Rex is and what the hell he's doing. We have. Oh, by the way, I think that our characters are unaware that Rex has left behind the ball bearings in the street, but I want for the audience to know he's like left a whole bunch of shit out in front of the shop that's probably going to booby trap us on our way out.
Style, right? Is that the way you're imagining it? Like, yeah.
That's exactly the way I'm imagining it. I'm not imagining this is going to kill Fen, but I mean, he might fall on his ass, and that might be funny.
Hey, at least Finn would be killing himself for once.
Yeah.
Right. So that's pretty much where we are. Our combat has basically concluded, and our characters are about to figure out what the hell do we do next.
Yeah, that is exactly it. That was an awesome recap. I forget, if you don't have a point of inspiration, go ahead and take a point of inspiration.
Nice.
Which, this is a reminder, something I want to bring back into the campaign that we haven't used for a little while. Inspiration is essentially a marker you can have on your character sheet that you can spend it and you get to re-roll a die. So if you're ever you're worried about failing something, you can spend inspiration to re-roll a die. You can only ever have it's binary. You can only ever have it or not have it. But I'm going to be more conscious about rewarding good role playing with inspiration or good note taking.
Nice.
The only other thing I want to mention before we get into the scene is that the other thing that you guys have experienced as you've been exploring the dock ward is a lot of grumbling, and it seems like the natives, the dock wardians, the locals are pretty bothered by the amount of drow that have been in the dock ward recently. And also some new cartel or gang has been muscling in on traditional turf that they've been upset about. Last time, I think some of you maybe picked up some rumors from that, or Fen, who is not a drow, got some reactions just because of his appearance because of that. So we're going to return to Ian's shop, and at this point Rex he snatched a map off of one of the two assassins, essentially, dove out of a window, and he has disappeared off into the night. And it is night at this point. It's probably like 8 p.m. ish at this point. You have two unconscious assassins in front of you, and Ian has, through Alu's careful ministrations, been brought back to consciousness. And I believe we ended the last session with some asking what the hell was going on to Ian.
Yeah.
I think Roland would be very curious.
Exactly where we are. Yeah, we all want to know where the heck he's got these maps, why he's handing them out.
And do you have any idea who those guys were?
Yeah. So Ian comes to, and he's kind of holding his head. He's holding his back. He's trying to hold where he was pierced. He's obviously he was healed through Alu, her ASMR healing ability, but he's definitely not 100%. And he's like, oh, what What happened?
Your shop got wrecked by a couple of assassin-looking guys.
Did they take anything? And he reaches a hand weakly out to his countertop. You see on his countertop is a glass display with a pair of really nice looking pumps in it. And he's like, "My babies." Oh no, they're still there. Oh good.
Kind of pumps.
Yeah. Elaborate.
Yes,
They-
please.
We're talking like classy black
6-inch.
suede.
Like
I'd say-
stiletto.
yes.
Got it. Okay, heels.
Easily 6.5 inches. These like I don't know. I'm not a shoe guy, so I don't know the word. But there's women that wear these heels that are essentially like they're ballerinas with the toe like
The pointed toe.
yeah.
Yep. I know what you're talking about.
And there is a tasteful gold buckle, as well as a really flashy red interior of the shoe.
Are these Ian's own shoes, or are these for a special customer?
There's a price tag on it. These are shoes that he made to sell.
I don't think they're for personal use.
Yeah.
At least
Because
not
honestly,
anymore.
Cameron, my notes almost said Ian the Cobbler, drag queen extraordinaire.
Oh, really? Wait, you picked up on something from last session?
No, I was.
just,
I was
just from
this
this
assuming
mouth
you
to
for
take it
hitting.
down
Got
like
you,
that.
got you.
Yeah, I was like,
I
Ian the
don't
Cobbler's
think-
dropping it down in the club at night.
No.
Okay, got it. He's just a cobbler with expensive shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's-
Holly,
gonna say, I don't-
you look at the shoes and you're like, it's not even real orc skin leather. Like, what's the point?
orc skin.
Orc
Sounds about
skin.
right.
That's
Gross.
ridiculous. That's like having human skin.
Yeah, like what's the legality? Is that like
No, it's
black
it's
market?
nicer than human skin. Holly owns human skin. Those were last year.
Oh my god.
Ew.
All right,
Gross.
rethinking my employment situation. No, Roland's gonna say, I don't think they were after your shoes. I think they were after. Were you handing out maps? Did you have a map of some sort?
A map.
He gave us a map. We know he was.
Oh, I gave you all a map.
Yeah.
They were here for maps. Did they
Yes.
take the maps? He kind of, if someone's willing to help him stand up, he'll stand
Roland
up.
will help him.
And
Roland will help.
he'll kind of direct Roland to help shovel him behind the counter.
Okay.
And I'll sit down on a little stool behind the counter. And he'll say, "Yeah, you guys wanted a map. I mean, I do have maps." And he pulls up a backpack that is stuffed with maps.
Interesting. Are all of these treasure maps, Benny? Or are they various maps of the different area, like
They're all basically
regions
same,
and areas?
leading to
he
Artor's.
About like 3 weeks ago, I found this backpack, and I'm like just thought like I've been hearing rumors about maps for more than a month now. People walking around the city. There's this big rumor of some treasure underneath Waterdeep. I figured if people want maps, I'll fucking sell maps, and it's helped the business a lot.
Where did you find that backpack? Do you remember the location? The exact location?
Yeah, I found it in a back alley off of Odd Street.
Odd streets. Okay. I
was
feel
just
like
double checking that my eyes were good. They're not great, but they're okay. Yes, Odd Street.
In case anyone's curious about the state of Cameron's eyes.
I feel like Alu might very subtly tell him that it's in his best interest to give us all the information he has and not sell these maps anymore, because Artor is going to F him up
Yeah.
if he finds out.
In the way you say that, are you mentioning Artor by name?
No,
Okay.
I
I think
wouldn't.
I'd use the blood. What do they call him? The blood
Baron of
king.
Blood.
The
That
Baron
yeah
of Blood.
yeah. I'd use like his
His
street
name.
title. Yeah, his street name.
Give me an intimidation check with advantage.
Man,
Okay. What
it's
do
the
you
only time
use? Intimidation. Intimidation. Okay, it's +1. All right. Rolling the dice.
enjoy this. You're probably never going to get to do this again, Alu.
Right?
Check.
Okay. So I rolled this once, and then I do this, and I roll that again.
Yeah. So,
Wow, that first time I crit failed.
yeah. So with the 18, yeah, his
Thank God
eyes
for
get
advantage.
big, and he's like, I thought he was just a rumor. I thought that was a scary story you tell kids at night.
No, you thought wrong.
Very wrong.
Yeah, he'll hand you the maps, and he says, I didn't know. Why would the Baron of Blood care about maps? You can take them. But listen, I'm so sorry, and I am so grateful. You all saved my life. I need to
Nice.
repay you. I know a group that works in this area. They're called the Red Sashes, and if you guys need anything, you should reach out to them for help.
Red sashes.
Red sashes.
Yeah,
Can we drop your name
yeah.
and they'll help
Is
us?
is that something that Alu might have heard of, given she's got connections in
Yes,
the
you would
dock?
have heard of the Red Sashes. You don't know a lot about them. You know that they operate in small cells. They do kind of various work. You know that they're a vigilante group that is based in Waterdeep. They're not they're not really criminals or excessively violent. Their goal is to give justice for those that can't afford it in the city of Waterdeep. You haven't worked with them directly, but Alu probably kind of admires their moral code to some extent.
Yes, probably. I was just thinking that.
Would Hollyiries have had any romantic flings with any of them?
No, you
No, they ain't
might-
rich.
That didn't matter. She was going through a hard time.
You
Love it.
no. You wouldn't.
Okay.
No one claims they're a red sash.
Got it.
So maybe you did. You just don't know you
Are
did.
they actually, is this like figurative? Or are they actually wearing red sashes? Do we know?
Maybe when they're on the job.
Is it like Tombstone, the fight at the OK Corral?
I guess if anyone wants to get a little deeper into the history of the red sashes, you can. I would need a history check.
I'm interested. I want to do one. History check. Check my history.
You have any
This is
modifiers? with that?
definitely, I imagine this is something Fen would not know.
Yeah, you wouldn't probably know this. I don't know if I would know this.
Khaled's got a 15.
No, I rolled 24 first. Do the higher one.
Where's
Sorry.
your 24? Oh, I
Up
see it.
That's
top.
pretty.
I see it.
Hey,
That's
Cameron
pretty
is, like
impressive.
ready to call you out on your bullshit. Liar.
The red sashes were formed more than 100 years ago. The rumor is that they were formed by Durnan.
We know Durnan, don't we?
yeah, he's the
And
owner of
at
Young
one
and Purple.
time, they led a revolt, and they wore red sashes. But that's the name comes from a historic incident, not something they wear these days.
Okay.
Good to know.
I feel like, didn't Holly say that she wanted to have a fling with Durnan? Not that she did, but that she was trying to.
I was trying to, and it never happened. He was not interested.
There's a little connection there.
There is, but all right.
All right, cool.
Um,
So
Ian will tell
does
you. He says. He says if you head to.
Yeah, you really had that concussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's struggling. He says if you head over to Sale Street, in the walking by the fishmongers in the back bazaar behind Sale Street, you ask for someone named Harana, and that's his contact.
Okay. Harana. All right.
Now, I guess in player talk, is this for us to find where these maps are coming from, or is this a separate favor thing he's doing for us?
He thinks
wonder.
that they'd help you out in the dock
Okay.
lord with whatever you want to do.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're recruiting manpower to help us with this, and intelligence and information and stuff. All right.
I want to look a little bit closer at the backpack. Are there any clues from the backpack that we could get about
First, the
whoever?
prints.
Yeah, right.
Paid
Whoever had the maps, like if it's drow or made out of human skin.
No, nothing in the back. It's just a regular cloth burlapish backpack with maps in it. Nothing in it is indicative of any sort of particular origin. It looks
And do
like
they
it was
all have-
made on Dock Street.
Got it. Do they all have that magic sigil thing?
Oh, okay. So if Alu, I forget how do you cast your light?
It's like a spell kinda. Hold on, where is it?
Does it come from like your hand or your eyes or your face or?
I think it like comes from like inside of me. I'm not really sure.
That's
Hold on. I've gotta
this
find
isn't
the.
like this is not a question you need to answer with looking something up. I'm asking you
Oh,
how
okay.
you want it to be.
I think it just like projects from her body.
You're like a
That's
human
how,
light bulb.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. So you do that and you see every map in the backpack light up.
Interesting.
But they
Okay,
all,
so-
again, all these maps look different. They all have different
They
routes.
all lead to the same place.
They all lead to
and they all
the
have-
city of the dead. Yeah.
And the sigil, that's all the same. Like the sigil is the same.
Yes.
Okay. All right, just one check. And did we ever figure out what the frickin' hell that sigil means? Is that a drow symbol? We think that we confirmed that, right?
There's nothing about what the glyph represents.
Got it.
Okay, so we don't know what it means more than just its symbolism.
Yeah, it's not in any like particular language or anything like that.
It might be the mark of this new band of ruffians.
It could be. But if they're new, I feel like these
We
maps have
don't
been
know
around
yet.
a long time now. At least
Well,
enough
for a
to
week
circulate.
anyway.
Yeah.
For
to circulate.
specifically, Ian said he got his 3 weeks ago, so they've been around
Yeah.
for
A while.
a month.
Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
wouldn't
all right.
call a month a long time if we're talking about like a new group. I think is a new shop moves in. If it's a month, been open for a month, that's still a new store.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Could be connected.
Well, if Ian's feeling all right, we'll let him get some rest and recover. I think we should go over to Sale Street and figure out what the hell's going on around here.
Yes, so you've got. I think you've got a couple leads at this point. You can go check out Sale Street. You can go check out the Serpentile books and folios, wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
All right, let's see. If we're looking at our map, I feel like looking at the map makes the most sense to decide where we should go first. Do we know where the Serpentine bookstore is, Cameron?
Yes, Serpentile books is it is.
Go gonna zoom out of the map so that when you ping on it, it can like.
It is over on Ship Street.
Yeah, so I
It
feel
is
like
on
if we
the
go to
corner
the.
of Ship Street and Dock Ward, and the Dock Street.
Okay,
So
well
kinda
that's
So
right.
I
kind of
feel
on the
like
way
that's
anyway.
on our way. Yeah. So I feel like if we go to the bookstore first and then
Oh.
Sale
And then the
Street, then people will
bazaar
have
is
more.
kind of over here.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not
Yeah.
really on the way. It's on the other corner than I was thinking.
But it's
But that's fine.
closer than
It's
going to
closer.
Sale Street, then coming
All right,
back.
let's go
Yeah.
there first. Let's go
Um,
there first.
Are you doing anything with the unconscious men?
I mean,
Can't we just leave him there?
What are
I
you
know what I
implying?
I know what I would do, but I might have to go capture their bodies and steal them later on. So
I guess if you guys are hanging around or getting ready to leave, Ian says, "I know you've already helped me so much. Before you go, can one of you grab the watch?"
What watch?
Oh, the watch.
Roland's interacted with them a bunch, so he'll probably go find the nearest, I guess, watch house
That
Yeah.
watch.
and inform them that this guy had a break in.
Yeah.
And-
So you don't need to go all the way to a watch house. The dock ward, because it is pretty crime ridden, gets some heavy patrolling. You'll probably every 20 minutes or so a watch patrol passes by. So in the times like after the fight, the conversation you've had, checking up on Ian,
It's cycled through.
yeah, Roland, you step outside and you see
Alright.
down in the distance on Snail Street a watch patrol of 8 guards moving towards your direction.
Okay, I will like flag them down. Hopefully, they'll either recognize me or they will at least stop by and check out what's going on.
Yeah, they'll double time over to you. The lieutenant is someone you don't. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, while we're like all this is happening, I feel like Alu would probably be like looking to see if there's any markings, tattoos, anything that like kind of give us any idea of who these people are. Like, are they from the dock ward? They're poor. Are they like more affluent merchant type folk? Like, she doesn't really care why they're here, like what they're doing here. Not really important. Just kind of like
Looking for
More of-
patterns and connections.
exactly. She's looking for patterns and connections.
Yeah, these guys have a small tattoo on the inside of their wrist that is a circle with 10 protrusions coming out of it.
I don't
you guys
remember
have
if
seen this
Roland.
before.
Okay, then if that's the case, if we've seen it before, I think I know what it is. I'm pretty sure these guys are with Xanathar's guild.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's what that means. So we just took down a couple of Xanathar guildsmen.
But we didn't murder them,
No, we didn't.
so not technically making giant enemies.
So based on the interactions you've had with the Xanathar's Guild before, anyone would recognize the sigil. Roland, you flag down the lieutenant. The lieutenant comes up. It's not someone you recognize.
Okay.
You may not have spent a ton of time down on the dock ward before to know.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a young woman who seems very young to be a lieutenant. But she steps up to you with her patrol, and she says, "Greetings, citizen." And she's obviously trying to adopt like an authoritarian baritone in her voice. What can we do for you today?
Well, good evening, Lieutenant. We just had a B&E over here, and I think an attempted murder, if not at least an assault on a person. We have apprehended the perpetrators, but we need you to take them in.
Oh, absolutely. She signals to her fellow guardsmen. They kind of set up around the shop, and she goes in with 2 of them to start. She says, I'll need some statements. And she looks and she sees how hurt Ian is, and she says, "Are you all right? Do you need me to summon a healer or anything?"
He's an old
and they
priest
start-
and a young priest.
Yeah, they start kind of conversing. The other two watchmen approach Alu, Fen, and Hollyiries, and they'll say, "So you guys try to kill someone?
No.
No,
These guys?
No, we
you try
were-
to stab these guys?" They point to
No.
the two unconscious men on the ground.
they
Only-
broke.
They tried
They
to
broke
kill
into
us.
the shop. They tried to kill us and the shop owner. We were here when the attack happened. We merely fought. We fought back. We had to defend ourselves.
Yeah, the lieutenant turns around and she's like, "No, you idiots! There!" She points to the unconscious men. "Arrest them! Arrest them! What are you doing?"
Oh boy.
They're like,
funny.
"Yeah, sure, whatever."
Okay.
Alu got to be a hero. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Say, "Listen, we don't need any more trouble in the dock wards than there already is. There's been crime's been up. There's been gang brawls between all sorts of people, especially on Ship Street and Fish Street, and it's just been a mess.
And
we
Shit
don't-
Street and
Yeah. We
Well,
don't need it
Lieutenant-
to spill over here."
Lieutenant, you are doing a lovely job, and I admire you for all of your hard work.
Yeah, just whatever you're doing, keep it off the streets.
no problem.
Aye, aye, Lieutenant.
That's what I do.
Uh,
Alright, we
Keep it up.
free to go.
The lieutenant nods to them and they let you go by.
Excellent.
All right.
Okay. Then
Bookstore.
let's head to that bookstore, the Serpentile bookstore.
Sure thing. As you head there, why doesn't everyone give me a perception check?
It's called Serpents, Books, and Folios, FYI.
Okay.
A
Perception.
perception
Anyone?
check.
5.
Hollyiries, you
Yeah.
are a noble. You
Got an 18.
I also got an 18.
gotcha.
Go Rolan.
Go Alu.
Okay, so Alu and Rolan, you notice
Are perceptive.
Yeah, you two notice that there are now 4 guardsmen trailing 100 yards back, but trailing you.
Oh, okay. So they don't quite trust us. That's good. All right.
Okay. So the question is, do we trust them? Can Alu give them a slip and like cause a little chaos so that they go scattering all directions?
Well, first thing we should do is we
I
should read her.
I think that is a really interesting idea. So as you're walking down the street, you're going to get some opportunities, and you tell me what you want to do to give them the slip.
Yeah. I think we should also change our course away from the bookstore. So even if they do report us, the last thing they saw us was heading this way instead of where we really want to go.
Sure. So maybe
So-
you turn onto this street.
Yeah.
I'm zooming in so I can read the map better. Well, maybe not.
It's yeah. I had to blow it up for it to kind of be manageable, but so let's say if you're turning onto this street and then you're using some of these alleys to maybe try and give them the slip over here, the first
Yeah.
thing you're gonna see is a horse cart kind of going down one way, and Alu, and Roland, with your perception rolls, you are keeping an eye out on opportunities to give them the slip. You see an opportunity to slip in between the horse cart and a really small alley to go back in another direction and double back away from the guards before they can get to the horse cart.
And we've obviously clued in Fen and Holly so that they're
Yeah.
like aware.
Yeah, Fen noticed this too with his, and you guys can tell Holly.
Okay. I feel like this is going to be like one of those like instances where we have to like give Holly a crappier cloak to wear.
So you
No,
see this
unless
horse
it's
cart.
1,000 thread count or more, she ain't touching it.
You also see on the other side there's a busy crowd that you could try and get through quicker than the guards can. There is on the right side there is a larger alley that's used for storage around different restaurants and pubs in the area, mostly pubs. So there's this maze of barrels and crates and wagons that you try and go around.
I definitely think
yeah.
getting lost in the crowd is probably because we don't want them to necessarily know that we want to give them the slip, but we want to give them the slip.
Yeah, so if you want to try the crowd, everyone give me either an athletics or acrobatics check. Your choice.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Can't we just all put our
Acrobatics
hoods up
it
and walk
is.
very slowly amongst the monks that are walking around? Doesn't that work?
23 for Alu.
I mean, that's where that works.
Ugh, I rolled terrible. 10 for Rolan.
So I gotta remember.
Alu's got a 23.
Yeah.
Jesus. Man.
I'm
just want to point out, I have a +5.
Yeah, you
me
get
too.
through
Acrobatic,
and
and I
you
rolled
put
6.
some distance,
Oh.
but Alu and Rolan, you, since you're keeping track of things, you see that you haven't quite given them the slip. You've opened the distance up. If you want to try something else, it might be a little easier now.
All right.
You
Yes.
keep walking through, going through a different alley now, and here up ahead of you, you see a pack of dogs fighting over scraps of meat that you could maybe try and dodge around and through, and maybe the guards will be bothered by them. You also see in this alley a branching path, and you hear a very loud, noisy beggar. Someone's really trying to get people's attention. They're asking for a coin to help them eat tonight.
I feel like Alu herself would press a coin into the beggar's hand, a decent one, like a good coin, and then be like, we need you to help provide a little distraction. Here's my assignment for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Deduct whatever coin you want to give.
Give him a big old fat gold coin.
And
that'd be good.
what does Alu say to the beggar exactly?
Is it a man or a woman?
This is a person so sunbaked and caked in muck that you cannot tell. It is someone old, and you know the age people get when it's kind of hard to tell if they were once a man or a woman.
They're just wrinkles.
Yeah.
So I think Alu would probably say something like, "Wise friend, here's please take this coin for your supper." And I'm assuming, since they're in the dock ward, that they already have a really good understanding about what people in this area might need and why they need to give someone the slip. We tell them that it was 4 men, right, following us.
Yeah, the guards.
If they could provide a distraction so that we could slip away unnoticed, I would be most grateful.
Yeah, they give you a wink and a nod, and they step behind you all, walking towards the guards. And as you turn another corner, you hear a very loud clatter, and the beggar is saying, "Oh no, my old bones." And yeah, you have an opportunity now to maybe sprint away while the guards are helping this person from whatever misfortune has befallen them. Yeah.
What do we need to roll anything for that, Cameron?
Nothing. No, you fucking paid. You're good. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. By the way, I gave that lovely little beggar a gold coin because that's what I had on my person.
Sweet.
And I'm cool with that.
You're a good person.
It was worth the investment.
Let's
right.
curl back around in a wide arc. That way we can...
Yeah, so now you can kind of curl back around. You're back on... At this point, you've made it through the alleys. You're on Net Street. and you are heading, I assume, maybe to Dock Street and then the corner of Dock and Ship Street where the Serpentile Books and Folios is.
Yep. That is the general gist of things that we were trying to do here.
All right, yeah,
Yes.
you guys make it there without any further incident.
Further incident? Excellent. All right.
Alrighty. Are we just knocking, or
Alright.
who's going in first?
How does this place look? Does it look like someone's like in there, or
Yeah, it's
is it close to the night, or-
there's someone in there already talking to the counter. There's a young man up on a moving ladder grabbing some things and bringing them to the counter. There's an
Okay.
old man at the counter talking pretty jovially with whoever this customer is.
Okay. If that's the case, then yeah, I think at least some of us should go in.
Ollie wants to go in.
Alu wants to go in.
Yeah, I also think that Ollie's got this giant bag of maps that she's like probably hidden somewhere under her cloaks.
All right. Holly, you're the face of the operation. You want to go in and talk to these guys, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll go in with you.
We'll do it surreptitiously. Wait until people have like done their business and left
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just go in and pretend like we're looking for
for customers.
Yeah.
So can we do like a perception or / investigation check while we're waiting just to see what we see in there, Cameron?
Yeah, what exactly are you looking for?
I don't know. Anything that tells us about like that is suspicious, that tells us, I don't know, if the shop is owned by Drow or the Xanathar's Guild or anything like that.
Sure. Give me either
Looking
an
for any
investigation
tags or-
check. Actually, no, it'll be an investigation check. Whoever wants to kind of scan
Okay.
around the shop and figure things out, that would be an investigation check.
All right, I did. I crit that.
Nice.
Yeah, you.
I crit my investigation.
This shop seems pretty normal.
Okay.
Nothing
Okay.
Wow.
really particularly interesting or nothing really grabs your eye about the store.
Okay. Or it's owner / manager.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Did the people go away yet?
Yeah, you browse for 15-ish minutes and the people go away, and then the gentleman, now that he doesn't have customers at the counter, he approaches you and he says, may I help you find anything?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
What are we
Excuse me.
looking for today?
Who is our proprietor, by the way? I would like to know.
Oh, who is the owner? He'll
Yeah.
introduce himself. He'll say, "My name is Dwight Serpentile. This young man is my son, Jim. We have been selling maps, paper, ink, and books for 30 years now on Dock Street. When you want to know where you're going or where you've been, please think Serpentile Books."
Huh.
Ollie would probably pull out like one of the maps and be like, "Does this map look familiar to you?"
He'll take the map if you're offering it to him, and he'll look.
I'm
at
not giving it to him. I'm just letting him look at it. But yes, he can like look at it. Can't have it though.
He'll say, "It's not something I sold. It looks like a treasure map for children. I mean, there's no real details on here."
It does indeed look like a treasure map for children.
He kind of
do
looks a little
you-
closer and he says, "May I please see this? This paper is exquisite."
You can let him see it, Alu. He's not going to take
Oh.
it. Look how old he is.
He can look at it. I'm fine. You just can't keep it. That's all.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
so
He
he'll
won't
she's
keep
take
it.
saying.
it, and he spends a little time crinkling an end and listening to it. He smells the map. He says,
He's an
"Do you mind
expert.
if I take a small piece?"
No, go ahead.
He goes back to his desk, pulls out a very fine X-Acto knife, slices a small sliver, and then pops it in his mouth and chews thoughtfully for a little while.
I like this guy.
He is eccentric.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ollie would be like, yep, he knows what he's doing.
And then he'll lick parts of the ink, and he'll say, This is very strange. This paper had to have come from a susser tree.
Oh, what kind of tree?
What?
Susser, Sussur. It's a rare tree. Well, it's rare here. It doesn't grow on the surface.
It's a
this
drow
is a tree that only grows in the Underdark. The ink, though, that's squid ink. That we use that all the time.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
He's like, the map's not mine, but the paper. And he wanders over to a nearby shelf and reaches a shaky hand up and pulls a small compartment. And DeWitt feels around in the car. I mean, he's a hunched old man. He can't really see up there. He feels around and he says, Jim, when was the last time we sold susser paper? We don't have any. And Jim says, we sold out. A young lady came and bought all of our stock maybe a month ago.
you remember what
Right.
she
Who
looked like?
was it? Yeah. We need to know. Do you have a record of who it was?
He says, no, I'm sorry. We don't have very detailed receipts. Jim, this group of nice young people is looking for the person who bought the paper. Do you know who they were? And Jim kind of gets a dreamy smile on his face and he says, no, she never gave me her name, but she had very lovely red hair.
Red hair.
Do you know what species she was?
Species.
Species. Was she human?
She was
Human?
human. Yeah.
With
Red
red
hair.
hair?
Yeah. She's Merida. Interesting.
Whatever.
She had lovely red hair. Clearly, Jim has a crush on this lovely lady.
Yeah, clearly, I have never met a redhead that I've liked.
Is that
They
in
can't be
character or
trusted.
out of character?
That's in character.
Okay.
Redheads can't be trusted.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I like red hair. All right, so it was a young woman. She had red hair. She was human. She bought all the paper. That's not much. Can they tell us anything about what she was wearing?
Jim was not paying a lot of attention to her clothes at the time. And it was about a month
How about
ago.
her boobs? Was she well endowed?
The tits were the tits.
Yeah.
She was well endowed.
He thinks she was very beautiful.
All right, that's all we got. Very beautiful.
Very beautiful red hair.
Okay.
Like dark
Yeah.
red or fire engine red with the
Bright
fire
red.
engine. Oh my god. What a
Bright.
life.
Bright red. Okay.
Glimpses of the
Bright red
future.
hair. Okay. I guess that's all that we know about it.
Interesting. And they aren't selling these maps, right?
Nope,
They
they're
sell
not.
paper.
They sell, like,
Okay.
you see the maps that they do sell, and they are detailed cartographers' maps. These are maps that sailors use to navigate. These are maps that adventurers might buy of foreign lands before they make off an expedition. You actually see a set of new maps for a land to the north called Icewind Dale. And the Dwight notices you. Oh, I just got it. Dwight and Jim. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's That's what I was saying. I was like, oh, did someone put someone's stuff in Jello again?
They, yeah, DeWitt notices you looking at the Icewind Dale map, and he says, "Young man, are you interested in traveling to Icewind Dale?" And he pulls down the maps and he says, "These are fresh. They're all the rage right now. People talk rumors of Icewind Dale's currently in perpetual night due to the rime of the Frost Maiden. With a map like this, you too can go on an adventure. And with the tools of D&D Beyond, it's never been easier."
No, I personally haven't thought about it, but I think I might have a couple friends who would be interested in going.
That's so funny.
One of them kind of looks like you.
So what are you doing now?
All right. So I feel like we've learned everything that we can learn from these
We have
folks.
we have a description. We don't have a name, but
Nope.
human, red hair, really red hair, beautiful. And the paper is from the Underdark. I think that's somehow related to all the drow that's been showing up in the area.
C'est possible.
Yeah.
And it's not, and then it's not, and then we also have those casket necklaces that have the little portal inside of them. With that,
Yeah.
with the
The
what was
vial of stuff that we don't know what it is.
well,
Oh, you're talking earlier from your time at the show.
Yeah.
You have two little caskets that, when it opened up, there's a little hologram you see
Yes.
of a man.
And we still have the bottle from the half orc.
from below Menzo Berenzin
Yana.
to atop Luskin.
Yes. That's the password, and you get a message of a drow talking in an unusual accent, addressing two people that you've met previously. The drow dancer, and then the person who tried to enchant Rolan with a false memory.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work.
That didn't work.
Was
I had a
that drow
great bit of
dance-
storytelling all lined up, and it was ruined by the roll of a die.
Hey, Cameron, I have a question. Sorry, this is slightly table talk, but for reference. Fenn's character, he looks a little bit like a drow, right?
He's very dark-skinned.
He is mistaken for a drow. Yeah, people would think he's drow.
Would he be mistaken by drow as a drow?
Until he opened his mouth, probably.
Sure, okay, got it.
So I guess Fenn would know this. The drow live in the Underdark, which is essentially, if you think of the planet that everyone is on, it's a hollow world theory. Mm-hmm. So there are massive chasms and tunnels underground, and there's entire civilizations that live down there. There's dark dwarves, which you've met, the Duergar. They're from down there. And there are dark elves that live down there, and the drow are one society of those dark elves. They speak their own language, Undercommon. Which Fenn wouldn't know because he is not a drow.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think any of us know Undercommon. Shit.
I think so.
Okay. Well, we do have some clues. The dots aren't all lining up yet, but I think we need to get over to Fish Street and see what the heck's, or sorry, Sail Street. And
Sail Street, yeah.
And see what the heck's going on over there.
Yeah, so
chaos is brewing.
So you all
Is there anything else here before we leave? Is there anything else here that we feel might be useful? Like, they obviously sell paper and other things. Considering that Alu and Wilhelm sometimes forge shit, is there anything here that would be particularly helpful for us that maybe Alu should pick up now while we're here?
Alu, I guess, because Alu knows what Wilhelm works with, she trusts that Wilhelm keeps stock of all the good stuff.
Okay. So she's not going to need to bother.
Yeah.
She's going to trust you.
At the same time, Wilhelm is back home. He's woken up from his nap. and he's going through all his cupboards. And he's like, "Oh fuck, I'm out of all my forgery shit."
Well, shit. I guess you're gonna
All
have
of
to
his
buy that
forgery
yourself
shit.
because Alu,
He's got, like, a
Alu
kit.
He's
respects
like,
Well,
"I
you
should
too
have
much.
told Alu to get some when she said she was going out." Oh darn.
Oh darn. That's funny. All right. Moving on. Sail Street.
Yeah, so you guys walk up either Dock Street or Ship Street on your way up in the northwestern direction. As you walk, you see, right where Fen gets to, that spot. As you're passing an alley, you see 3 drow kind of come out just a little bit, blocking your way further into the main street, kind of forcing you to sidestep into the alley to get around them. And when you do that, Fen, you hear in a language you don't understand. Hold on. You hear "Esete a map."
Set a map.
Something about a map.
Fen's the only one that hears this.
I mean, everyone hears it, but it's directed at Fen.
Oh shit, because they think I'm a drow.
So I feel like because we want them probably to. Alu's perceptive. I'm just gonna assume that Alu is perceptive and realizes they're talking to him, but she's gonna step in front and talk for him instead of allowing him to speak because that would ruin the illusion that he's drow and we maybe can get some information.
Okay.
But I'm gonna just give me a second because I need to turn on the lights in here or I'm gonna end up sitting in the dark soon.
Sure
I'll
thing.
be right back.
So that's all natural sunlight? That's awesome, guys. At some point,
We have
when
big-
we can visit, we'll
windows
have
in
to
here.
come visit.
Yeah, man. It's like the first road trip I have planned.
Oh, plus we'll be... You
You're
guys
in the
are,
Cape.
like, close to the Cape, right?
Yeah, man.
Seafood.
Sorry.
Oh. Lobster
We are on the
rolls.
Lobster rolls. Okay.
We are on the
Apologies.
Cape.
Yes, we are. So come visit
Mm-hmm.
when it's safe to do that. Okay. So yeah. So I don't know if. Let's see. What does Ollie know? She knows regular common,
Yep.
celestial,
froze
deep
on my end.
speech.
There we
Thieves
go.
can't. And I do have undercommon. Is that
You have
You have
Undercommon?
drow? Yeah.
If you speak Undercommon, then you understood what they said. They said, brother, do you have a map?
So Alu would step forward and say, "Yes, we have a map."
In Undercommon?
Yes, because she speaks undercommon.
They look at you, and they're a little puzzled. You speak the language. You don't have the accent you were expecting, but one of these men looks at you and says, "Are you on your way back to Zandre?"
I'm not sure what she would respond. I think that Ollie would probably respond, "Not yet." Does Alu have any idea what that place is?
That it's a proper noun of some sort.
I'm assuming it's a place or a pub or something, but I'm just wondering if she would have any history on that. Should I do a history check?
No, you wouldn't know this. You wouldn't know this. thing.
Okay.
You know the language, but you don't know. Like you
You
don't
speak
know
French, but you don't know
drow.
what
Yeah, I
Garrett
don't-
is.
I don't
you
know.
don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know the culture really or anything about it.
Well, if you must carry on, then you must carry on. Pardon-moi, madame. And
Like how he's French.
Drow or
French.
French.
this is
drow.
canon.
I am-
We're putting it down. This is
I am the
canon.
Drew. The Drew.
Yeah, I am.
Karen.
C'est la vie. No.
On the common.
Yeah. is life. So yeah, they'll kind of light up a cigarette and pull out a baguette and split it and
Oh my god.
keep wandering down the street.
Do we want to ask them where they're going?
Well, I'm assuming they're all, like, she doesn't want to ask too much, but they're asking if they're on their way back to Andre. Was that right? How do you spell
Zandre.
that, Cameron?
Zandre.
Zandre with a Z.
Andre with
Got
a Z.
Andre with a Z. Zandre. Got it. Yeah, so she would say not yet. And so they say, if you must carry on, you must carry on. Yeah, so before they move on, she would ask, are you returning to Zandre?
No, madame, we have not found a map yet. We must, you know, we have our orders.
Be our guest. Be our guest.
Yeah.
Be our favorite. Be that guest.
Can Alu give them one of our maps?
Sure.
I'm wondering if she can be like, I will give you one of, like, our map.
Yeah, you hold it out and they say, no, madame, this was your hard work. You must, you go deliver yourself. We will find our clues for the treasure our own way.
Okay. Okay.
Oddly
So
honorable.
Ali will basically say goodbye and we will move on.
Au revoir. Yeah. Fen, you caught none of that.
None of it.
Yeah. But I assume you're good
But
enough
you
at
look
having
like
a
you
poker
do.
face. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You've got a good enough poker face that they're not. One of them says, by the way, very good job on the accents. You sounds like a native. And
Thank you. Grazie.
doesn't wear a hat, but as if they had a hat, they tip it to you.
Oh my god.
Love it.
Oh, sexy.
Oh my god.
Ali's making friends with dark elves.
What in Sam hell you all talking about over there?
And now that you see these tokens, now I hope, Ian, you can see how much of a dark elf you look like.
Yeah. You look like The Witcher had a kid with a drow lady.
Witcher can't do that. Witcher is
Yeah. Just saying.
yeah. They can't reproduce. They are sterile.
Okay, so
Right.
if you all are heading, you're heading up to
Sale Street.
yes, to the market behind
Do.
Sale Street.
So Bel Nambra Street. Nimbra.
Yeah,
There?
that's a good spot. And what are you
Okay.
doing while you're there?
We are looking for
Damn.
what's
you
her
move
name?
fast.
It's not Hannah, but it's whoops, wrong
Harana.
button. That's the one. Harana. Yes, we're looking for Harana. And so we're going to Sale Street and we're looking for the fishmonger's stall.
Yes.
The fishmonger's stall.
So you go and you ask for Harana. And at first, no one approaches you. A couple people walk by, and then a young child comes and kind of beckons you deeper into the stall.
Okay, so we're gonna follow this kid cautiously.
Sure thing. You do, and you find an elf sitting back there, looking at you pretty cautiously. When you go into kind of this back area behind the stall, there's two guards that step up behind you. They've got their eyes on Fen in particular.
So Fen might wanna, I don't know, say something obviously not drow.
Ben can't say anything without just apparently giving it away.
Well, we're not
Well-
trying to hide your non-drowness. We're actually trying to prove your non-drowness in this situation. I
Here,
think.
yeah.
In front of the actual drow, we want them to think you are. So it's best
Right.
to shut up. But I think these guys think you're a drow, and being a drow in this area with these people is not a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, what can Fen possibly do to prove that? I don't know enough about the world to have any idea what the
Death to the
Elf woman,
matriarchy.
right?
They're not looking to stab
All
you or
D&D
anything.
nerds
They're
will
just
get my
hanging
saying.
back.
Distrustful.
The elf says, "You asked for me by name."
Yeah, we did. Yes, Ian the cobbler sent us.
Mickey the Tickler, he sent us.
What did Ian need?
It's not
he
what
actu-
Ian needs.
He actually owes us a favor now. He said you guys could help us out here.
Might have information.
I know all sorts of things. What do you need to know?
We're hoping to get some help from. Yeah, lean a little bit. It's like the Red Sashes. We're
He
looking
kind of
for.
scratches and he says, "If I were to know anyone of the Red Sashes, they may or may not be inclined to help those that have helped Ian in the past."
Well, should they find it in their interest to help someone who helped someone, those people would be looking for help in locating the origin of these maps, and I'll indicate.
And Ollie would pull one out. Yeah, Ollie would
Prana
pull
looks
one
at the map and he says, "It is curious that you bring something like this to my attention when clearly your friend over there would know much better than I do."
Would
So,
you believe
I
me if
feel
I
like-
told you he's actually not
It's not drow.
from too very far away? Not as far away as you think. He's not from there. He's closer to here.
A man in my
Is-
position, it never pays to be uncautious. I'm gonna need your friend to prove that.
Is
Okay.
there a traditional wood elf greeting that he might?
Nate the DM knows a way, but I don't.
I feel like Fen would
Can I-
know.
can I-
Nolan would know.
Verifying question.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
is the dislike for the drow is it purely a racism thing or is it just like
No.
a strategic thing? Like they're moving
It's
in
a
on territory.
mix. I think
So
no one is inherently evil in D&D anymore. It used to be a thing in the past where like certain races were evil, like orc were
Well,
evil, drow were evil.
okay. It's yes, they're trying to do away with like they are like essential, like in essence they are evil, kind of like how like Lord of the Rings orcs were. The drow are evil because they're slavers.
Yeah. The
They come
drow, like Underdark drow society steals people from the surface.
Got
and
it.
uses
And
them as
enslaves
like
them.
slaves. They
So
have
they
a
don't
matriarchal
necessarily
society, and they worship a
bristle at
demon goddess named Lolth.
Yeah.
So they don't necessarily bristle at Fenn's appearance because they don't inherently like people like me. They just assume that I'm a person who's in favor of, who's like supports the drow.
Well, the drow
Yeah.
have a very like
Slavery.
special look to them.
It's a
The reason I'm asking
slave
is
caste
because-
system. It's a very matriarchal society. Their goddess queen Lolth is evil.
queen.
Like that is an evil deity.
Yeah.
The priestesses of Lolth sacrifice to her constantly. It's
Because the reason I'm asking is because I'm wondering if there is any way that they would get along with a drow, right? If they had some reason to believe that a drow is like cast out.
yeah, especially
Because-
in a city like so drow are allowed in Waterdeep. That is
Right.
not something that can be said for
Illegal.
every city on the surface.
There are other divisions of drow,
Yep.
of which I won't say because we shouldn't know who they are,
Yeah.
given our situation.
So if they were to encounter a drow who for some reason disassociates from the rest of the drow people, they could potentially get along.
they might be suspicious, but they aren't going around killing drow that they meet on the street.
I don't have this outrageous accent.
Yeah. But you might think that locally in the dock ward there is the reaction is stronger than elsewhere in Waterdeep. If you remember, Wilhelm, when he took his sabbatical, when he came back, he was driven by a lovely drow woman that he seemed to know intimately. So, like, but that's in the North Ward.
Biblical way.
Yeah.
Because it just seems to me that, like, there's not like a way that I'm going to convince people who hate drow that I'm not one.
Well, unless you can convince them that you're a wood elf.
Prana says, well, there's one way to know. Let me see that
What's
dick.
that? How is that the way to know?
Yeah.
All drow have all drow males from the slaver from the underdark cities have a spike through it by the woman who owns them.
That's so not true.
I want to know how you come by this information. You spend a lot of time with Ancillus drow.
Everyone knows that about drow. That's something we know. Same thing with if you ever want to protect your house from a drow raid.
Okay, Ben says, you show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Hannah says, there's another way to know.
Okay.
And
what's the other way?
He says, if you're really claiming, I mean, don't get me wrong, I got friends that go to that are drow. My children go to school with drow. But if you're saying you're just not drow, well, I guess it's pretty overcast right now.
I was going to say, I think that's where you were going to go with this. Does anybody have like a sunlight spell or something?
Oh.
What is that? I don't
When
know about what
Alus-
does that mean? Drow can't live in
Hannah reaches behind him and pulls out what looks like an egg. But this egg has on it an inlaid in gold. It looks like almost a silhouette of a rising sun behind the egg. And he says, hold this.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go that way.
Okay. Fen will reach out and hold it.
And then Hannah whispers a word in Draconic. And the egg lights up with a bright... This is different from Alu's light. This is warm light of a summer sunrise. It gives off a heat and a bit of a glare. It might be a little tough for people to look at, but
it's pretty.
He lets it on. It lights for about 5 seconds and then dims slowly. And then Hannah takes the egg back and checks your hands, and they aren't burned and blistered. So he's like, okay, I guess you're not a drow.
I'm saying.
It's just a coincidence that he looks that way.
So
he tans easy.
If you're not a drow, then maybe you don't know about the maps.
It's a real fantasy for me.
But we would like to.
You're looking for the source of the maps in the dock ward, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I am too. We've been trying to figure that shit out for a couple weeks now.
Well,
do you know a woman with red hair?
Exactly.
Have you seen a horrible looking redhead?
No, I mean a very a good looking redhead. She just
if you find redheads attractive.
Yeah.
Have you seen one?
No prejudice.
A redhead in the dock ward? I mean, like, yeah, thousands. What?
With double D's, what my grandfather would call very talented.
What else you got?
Really? That's funny.
That's all we were told.
Apparently, I have no talent.
About a month ago, apparently this redheaded woman, this good-looking redheaded woman, was in here. I guess either buying up all maps or buying up all the paper from
Serpent's Books and Folios.
Well,
the
from there,
Susser Tree paper.
Yeah.
And maybe other places, but for that place for sure.
Are you sure you don't know where the maps come from? Hannah points to Alu's back, and he's like, "That thing's popping with maps."
We got those all in one go.
We got them from Ian the Cobbler. Yeah. He found them on Odd Street.
You found him
Maybe
on
he found them on Odd Street. Yeah, does that help
the
you at all?
guards behind you whisper to each other, and then one of them kind of walks up and talks to Hannah for a moment, and he says, maybe. Well, it could be. He's like Redhead, Odd Street. Anything else you guys know about it?
We know the Xanathar's Guild are trying to
Yeah,
scoop
Xanathar's.
him up.
Yeah, we saw a couple of Xanathar's guys trying to get this.
We
off
know
of
that
Ian.
there's a sigil on them that glows with my Asimar light.
Hannah's scratching his head, and he's like, well, I mean, there have been a lot more drow spotted. I think they're connected to the map somehow. I don't know, but these fucking Bregan Dareth gang members are popping up all over the place.
Bregan Dareth?
But they've been concentrated around a pub called the Ship's Prow at the corner of Ship and Fish Street.
Ship and Fish.
Honestly, if you're
We're close.
what are you trying to do about the maps?
We
We're trying
need to figure out.
out-
both of them.
Yeah, we need to figure out who has been making them and handing them out for
Make it stop.
a friend of ours, and to make it stop.
Hannah thinks to himself for a second. He's
friend.
like, well, if you're trying to make it stop, well, there may or may not be a chance when our objectives are momentarily in alignment. Honestly, I think it's related to Bregan Dareth, and they've come in recently. They've got a new smuggling route. I'm positive it goes through the Ship's Prow somewhere.
Bregan Dareth. That's the second time you've mentioned that name. What is that?
The new guild, right? That new.
Bregan. It's the new organization, the new cartel or whatever of these drows. Is that what that is?
I don't know too much about them. I'm pretty sure they're drow from Luskan. That's kind of all I know. Maybe they're a mercenary company. I think they're just a gang of criminals, but they're damn foreigners coming in and muscling in on our turf.
Hold on, let's see. Does the Morrow? I have written this down incorrectly because you didn't spell it, but does Morrow Benenzen? Yes.
Menzoberranzan.
Thank you, Menzoberranzan, from the top
to a
what
top
was the rest of
Lufkin. From below Menzoberranzan to a top
that's
Lufkin.
It is. The bottom of Menzoberranzan. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 times fast.
Menzoberranzan.
What are you trying to say to me?
From the bottom of Menzoberranzan to the
What do you
top.
say about my cousin? I'll have you know he has a learning disability. He can't help it.
Does that phrase mean anything to you? Have you heard that anywhere?
What?
From below Menzoberranzan to a top Luskan.
To the top of Lob Luskan.
Does that phrase ring any bells? Have you heard that anywhere? Have you seen anybody say it?
No.
Oh, the places you will go.
But listen, if you are trying to root out these drow on the where that have taken up place in the dock ward, I think we, the Red Sashes, and maybe some other native groups would be very amenable to supporting that sort of course of action.
Well, all right.
Okay.
If we were the Red Sashes.
If.
Of course.
But if you happen to know a guy who knows a guy who might be wanting some help on that, yeah, absolutely.
Last
We'd be down to
when you get if you are going and exploring, you should keep an eye out for some sort of smuggling hatch, something that leads from that place to the sewer. I know it's there. I just haven't been able to find it.
Okay.
I think we did. So last question. Does Xandra mean anything to you? Do you know anything about Xandra?
Xandre?
Yeah, Xandre. Sorry. Thank you.
Sounds like a name.
Not helpful.
Okay.
Sorry, Alu doesn't say that out loud.
He's like, well, fuck you.
Ugh.
All right. Well, I think that's about all we have here, but I think we'll go check out that place you were talking about.
Yeah,
corner
on
of
the way, if you
Fish and Chips. Is
You
that
know.
fish? Yeah.
reach out to
Chips
some fellow
Prow
brothers in
Club.
arms, if
Yeah.
something were to happen at the ship's prow, there may or may not be some compatriots of mine that may or may not be associated with the Red Sashes, keeping an eye out to see if there's a commotion that they may or may not want to help you all out in.
All right. Well,
Appreciate that.
we won't be looking out for anyone then, and we'll be real surprised.
But whatever's in
Real
there,
surprised.
you should understand they are entrenched. You'll probably need more than just our help.
Yeah. Okay. We'll
All
figure
right,
it out.
good to know.
And the sparrow flies at night. Been spoken to 7 times.
All
He
right,
looks
so now
at
that
you,
we've been,
Fen, and he says,
How the fuck did you know that?
yeah, he says,
So what Fen
like
actually does,
recognizes like, huh?
Fen pulls Alu aside and says, "In over the next however many days, I want you to start teaching me some like
Undercommon.
common
Phrases.
phrases that I can use to maybe help me get by a little bit. You know,
as a
Yeah, depending
drow.
on how long this is
yeah,
going to
as
go.
a drow. Maybe try to sell myself as a drow.
All right,
It's a good idea.
that is a good idea. I like
What
it.
time is it? How are
Well,
we on time for
It
this?
is, it's been about an hour. It's 9 p.m. now.
So, wow,
Yeah.
still, we're doing pretty good, I would say.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Time management, go team.
So what are you guys doing next? If you want to go look for more allies, you can do that. If you want to go check out the ship's prow, you can do that.
Well, if we've only got
So,
the Red
Morales
Sashes
is
name
what
to
again?
go on, right?
Sorry.
Morales?
What was Morales? Yeah.
Who is Morales?
Yes. Or what?
What are
I
you
feel like I
talking
missed
about?
that.
Did I
What
say
do you-
Morales?
I don't
Yes,
think-
you just did.
More allies, not Morales.
More allies. That's what you said. I was like, yeah, you just
Yeah.
said it. What is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I don't
Sorry.
know what
only-
Morales is, but it
Misheard.
sure sounds dire.
Okay.
Fuck you.
More allies. That's what. So I think I feel like where is the ship's prow? So corner of Fish and Ship
Well,
Street.
They
Yeah.
said
Fish and
leave
ship.
it- Fish
So
and
that's
ship.
like back the way we came.
Yep.
These people need like better, more imagination with their street naming.
Fish
Right.
Street and
It's
Ship
the
Street.
So
Dosh World.
I'm zooming out. Where is on
We're, like, right
on
there.
the screen that we're? Oh no, I know. But where's our house? Is that
It's
even
like up
in
north.
this?
It's off
No,
map.
it's the
Okay,
other
it's
side of the
off map.
city.
I just wanted to make sure
Northeast.
because
Yeah.
I'm just always trying to be mindful of the fact that if we don't give Artor some information,
Yeah,
our
you'll
asses
have
could be on the line.
if you can wrap things up by 11, you would have
We'll be
time to
fine.
go to back home, or
Got
it
it.
would probably be faster to go visit Artor directly.
Him directly. Got
Yeah.
it.
Do
Okay.
we have people like
So-
minding the bar while we're gone? Like people who are like serving
I
drinks
mean,
and shit?
Wilhelm
Maximus is
and
home.
Maximus and
Wilhelm Maximus,
Yeah.
the poltergeist,
And the poltergeist. And
Great.
the two lovely little girls.
and then 2 ghosts. Well, 1 ghost and 1 were rat.
so on your way
Yeah.
down Fish
Veritable
Street.
Muppet Babies cartoon in
before
there.
before you get too close to Ship Street, on your way down Fish Street, Alu, a little child, runs up to you and tugs at your pants.
Okay.
Check your pockets.
You look,
Yep,
and
yeah.
this is little Sally, who you have employed for information.
Little Sally.
My little friend Sally.
You're like Varys from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I
A
am.
little birdie told me.
She says,
She's my little sparrow.
evening, miss. You were
Evening,
asking.
governor.
You were asking
I knew
about.
you were gonna say that. I knew it.
what's been going on in the dock ward. I have found something for you.
Okay, Sally, what is it?
Bill.
There's a new group that's been muscling in on territory in the dock ward, and the other groups, the Xanathar's Guild, the Zentarum, and the Plague Rats, they're none too happy about it. They think it's related to smuggling and wherever these maps that you were asking about are coming from.
Okay. Well, there's that. I mean, sure.
And you,
Alu.
Alu, would know, Xanathars and Zentarum, they're big gangs. Plague Rats, they're a smaller local gang. You probably have had some interactions with them in the past. They're
Did they
thugs.
choose
They're,
that name themselves, or was that like assigned to them? Because that's rough.
yeah,
Tunnel
they're,
snakes forever.
yeah,
Or whatever the
they're,
fuck it
yeah,
is.
tunnel snakes forever. So you know that you're friendly enough with the Plague Rats that you think that if you guys need extra muscle, that you could reach out to them.
I'd say.
Got it.
Because the Red Sashes said that they're willing, but we're going to need more than them. We can
Right.
get at least 2. If we could get another bigger gang, great. But I think at least these 2 would be
So,
good.
Cameron, what's the conversion from gold to copper? 1 gold equals how many copper? Is it
100.
20? 100. Okay,
It's
so
all
I'm
by
going to give
tens.
her...
I use a base 10. It's not that way in the official rulebook all the way
I
through. But
see. Well, it does say that, but for some reason, I was like, oh, 10, 20.
yeah.
Not smart. I'm fine. It's fine. All right, so I've got 95 copper, and I'm gonna take 1 gold away here. I'm gonna give little Sally 5 copper coins.
Sure thing. And let me... Okay, we've got that, and we've got that. Okay. With that, Sally runs off.
My sweet
Okay.
little Sally.
Well, then, if you know a little bit about these plague rats, you think we could find a spot for one of their hangouts and go talk to them?
Yeah, you know that it wouldn't take you that far off of Fish Street. Like you're back on Sales Street on your way down. Sally probably meets you somewhere around here. You can take a little diversion, and there's a toady of the plague rats that you know. He likes to think himself important. He's a street stooge, but he's shown an interest in you in the past that you could probably ask him for a favor.
He's got enough connections for our purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name, our little toady?
Do we know?
His name is Toady.
I knew you were going
I
to
like
say
it.
that. How did I know?
Because Cameron's run out of unique names.
Is anyone else picturing Toad from the X-Men?
Ray Park?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. With the long tongue. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're talking. So, what do we want to ask him to do? We want information, or we want like him to recruit other plague rats as part of this push back on Drow. The Drow, what's it called? The new group. Is that the Briganders Guild that we're talking about? The new.
Yeah. Brigandreth or whatever.
Brigandareth. I'll give you the
Brigandareth.
spelling afterwards.
All right.
I've got
Brigandareth.
Briganderth. Briganderth.
I
like
honestly
that
don't know how to
was.
spell it off the top of my head. I'd have to find
Alright.
it in
Look it
the
up.
document to find exactly
That's
how to
fine.
spell
It's
it.
close
And
enough.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure I'm getting the
phonetically.
pronunciation wrong.
Brigandareth.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is our approach here, guys? Are we looking for Toady to round up other plague rats?
As
as a
as you're talking
push.
about this and figuring out what you want to do, you see Toady and 2 of his buddies run past you guys, and there's 8 watch guards chasing him.
Oh,
Can,
shit. Okay.
I'm gonna let them chase him.
Um.
well, I mean, isn't Toady our dude now? Isn't he our
Well,
boy?
no, we haven't talked to him yet.
Not yet.
We have a split second decision to figure out how we're going to de-escalate the situation for him and his buddies
Yep.
to get in better with them.
Yep.
Rolan is gonna they're
Here's
sprinting
the
by
spelling.
us.
Bregan and then space D apostrophe Aerthe.
Dearth. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
AER.
All right. So are they
Don't
running
try.
by? Are they running by us?
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
booking it.
Okay. Can I?
Toady, as he's running, he sees Alu and he winks at her.
Okay.
Meet you
would
in the
it
same
be-
place.
Would it be? Here, I want you to push me over as these guys run by. I want you to push me over, make a big deal out of
So
it.
Alu's just gonna like punch him right in the face. Alu
yeah,
will punch you right in the
That's fine.
face.
But I want to time it so that it happens as the guards are coming closer to us.
Yeah.
And I'm
So
going
you
to
fall right into them all?
I will fall into them, but I also want to have like my glaive like half drawn, so I'm like the biggest, widest object I can possibly be, so
Yeah.
they can like trip over me and or my glaive.
Yeah. Holly and Fen,
And
are you
as-
doing anything right now also?
As this is happening,
I mean-
Ben is like
I mean,
trying to help and getting more in the way.
Ben is hiding because there's like the fact that he looks like a drow is like
Yeah, I'd say his goal is to lay low at this
it's
point.
really nuclear, like it's radioactive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Holly can help with making the scene when Roland gets knocked over.
Yeah. So in that case, whichever one you want to can, you can make a deception check with advantage. One person does it,
Alright.
but whoever does it gets
Alright.
advantage with the help of the other two.
I have just a +1. What do you have, Nate?
Deception, I have a negative
Yeah.
one.
All right, so I'll do it.
I have a +2.
All right,
Okay.
or Holly can do it. Well, is it between me and Roland, or
Between
is
the
it
three of
also
you,
Holly?
that's fine.
Okay, go ahead,
We'll
Holly.
roll with advantage with Holly. So roll it twice, add your +2 after that.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
The guards. Oh damn, the guards seem pretty concerned, Roland, and they stop and they see that you're kind of jammed in there. They're like, "Oh, what the crap? They're getting away." And then one of them comes over and like, "Are you okay, sir?"
Excuse me, Mr. Watch. Like, you knocked over my friend. Do you know who he works for? He works for me. I can't believe you could be so careless that you knocked over an innocent person and you let a criminal get away.
You hear two of the guards in the back say, "Oh, fuck me, it's a go delicately." And they all kind of tip their hats and they're like, "Oh, sorry, ma'am. And they kind of shuffle off in the other direction.
Okay.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Quick, before she gets our badge numbers.
No body cam footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better run. Keep walking.
Once they're out of sight, you see Toady and his two buddies' heads pop out from around a corner. And he walks up to you, Alu, and he says, "Well, thank you very much."
Now you gotta sweet talk him.
Oh, Alu, he's your friend.
What can I do
He
for
is
you
my
today?
friend. All right, so I like the fact that he winked at me.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
Like,
it can't be coincidence that we ran into each other here.
it's usually not, Toady. All right, so
He
I'm gonna
winks
give you
his
the
buddy.
skinny.
You didn't tell me, Alu, that you were like romantically involved with someone.
His
Not
eyes
romantic.
get big at that.
Whoa! Yeah, Alu just like makes a face and continues with business.
Yeah.
So she's gonna give him the skinny on the information she's got about this new Brigandarth guild,
Yep.
obviously causing problems. The fact that they've got some we're gonna use friends that are willing to help, that this guild is causing trouble for them as well, and they want to clean up the maps and like
Not to
get
mention
these guys.
the reputation boost that the plague rats would get for being part of the solution to getting these
for
guys
being
out
the
of town.
solution. Exactly.
Yeah, he
So
says,
she's
"No, that's
gonna-
listen. Alu, you are my angel. This is exactly what we'll help you out. This is exactly what we've been looking for. If like they are pretending they're a legitimate business, but we all know that they're not. If you can find some evidence that they're doing criminal activity, we can run it. We can give it to the Watch, and they'll bust down on them because everyone knows that the Drow have been causing all sorts of shit in the Dock Ward, and the Watch are just looking for a reason to crack down on them. What do you need from us?
We need you guys to help us get into a place. Apparently, it's locked down pretty tight. We've recruited some other people, but we need some extra muscle. It's where is it? It's on the corner of the Fish and Ship.
Oh, the
What's the
ship's
place?
prow. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're, well, listen, we've got your back on this one. We'll keep an eye out, and if you give us the signal, and we'll come running. I mean, you can get it. The ship's prow itself is a tavern. You can get into the tavern, but if you find some sign of
If we're
If we
finding
need a
any
distraction
problems.
or we need some extra hand, we'll signal out pretty obviously. All right.
Yeah.
Good.
And
If
good.
there's-
more
I mean-
details to come.
I'm 100% they're smuggling. Like, I'm pretty sure. So they gotta have some sort of books that we could find.
All right. Well, let's get that going then.
All
So
right.
I'm sorry. And one more point of order for a person ignorant about the world. The Drow are actually slavers, right? They're like kind of shitty people generally.
Well, the ones from the ones from the Underdark.
From the Drow cities that worship Lolth are.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't like that answer, but okay.
Not all Drow.
I was hoping
are.
for something more black and white, but
Yeah.
But it's
Okay, so
shades of gray.
you guys come up to the ship's prow. As you get there, you do hear people again muttering to themselves about the Drow. They're not happy. The people in the dock ward are poor. They're unhappy, and right now it's very convenient to blame the new foreigners.
All right.
Yeah.
Isn't that? Why don't they just build a wall somewhere?
Yeah,
If
between the Underdark and
if you
Waterdeep,
all look
Yeah.
to the
and make the Underdark pay for it.
bottom right corner, you should see the ship's prow.
Bottom right
Aha.
corner. Oh, I see. Whoa, I need to really move my thing quite a lot. I like that it's shaped like a boat.
It
That's
is a
cool.
boat. It is a ship that
It's an
was
actual
dry
ship.
docked and turned into a building.
Queen Mary.
I
Yeah,
love
something
it.
like that.
I'm
like the low
oddly
lantern
excited about
in
that.
Baldur's Gate.
So meanwhile,
Very
Fenn's
cool.
like, damn, we'll never be able to compete with this joint.
Not true.
Ambiance is too cool.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, we will. We're in a better neighborhood.
Damn it.
Better neighborhood, and I don't think they have a poltergeist as a waiter
Bartender.
or bartender.
So, I guess you get to the ship's prow. There is a door at the front of the ship that Rolan and Holly are kind of standing next to. If you want to go in, you can.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, I will. I'll go in first.
Sure thing.
Ollie's gonna sort of
Hang
bring
by
up the rear and be a little more inconspicuous.
Yeah.
All right.
When you get in, you see, the
Ooh, I see a
interior
redheaded lady.
is
I see a few.
pretty large and spacious. It's about 40 feet wide and 50 feet deep. The ceilings are pretty low. They're 10 feet high. Normally taverns are big halls, There's stairs on either side that could take they go up to another floor. You see staff coming in and out of this area in the back, which is probably some sort of kitchen. You see people drinking and mingling. There's commoners. There's clearly some wealthy patrons. There's all sorts.
Can Ollie do perception / my goodness, wow, why can't I think? Investigation check, because I feel like I see our pretty young, buxom, beautiful redhead in here, and I want to know if she's actually in here.
So
Based on the token.
You see a woman with bright red hair. She is moving around serving drinks. She's rubbing elbows with clientele.
Alu wants to find out more about her.
Sure. How do you like to do that?
Sure. So she's obviously a waitress, right? Looks like she's a
Yeah,
waitress.
yeah.
Can we find like a... Are there any... It looks like it's a pretty full place. Is there a bar, like, or anywhere that there's room for a couple of us where we can, like, pull up a chair and order a drink?
It doesn't really look like there is a totally free table at this floor. There is some stools you could sit at here. It
I
looks
feel like the stools are fine.
All right.
Fine.
I gotta move to a stool. Get and interrogate the lady surreptitiously.
Yeah. Megan says, I'll be right with you in just a moment.
Her name is Megan.
Yes. So she comes by and she says, what can I get you?
So Alu probably is gonna say a drink and information about a map. I feel like since it's not a secret in the dock wards being like information about a map, we're asking around.
Yeah,
She'll just do it casually.
Give me hold on. You give me an insight check.
Insight, okay.
And I will do
18.
Okay. You see a slight hitch in her eyes, just the smallest of reactions. And she says,
Got it.
Everyone's looking for a map these days. I don't know that I know anything in particular about them.
Be more specific.
Alu's thinking. Alu's trying to think of what would appeal most to this little redheaded lady.
She is
So,
very
I
pretty.
think... Is she a lesbian? Can Holly hit on her?
Perception check?
Can Holly hit on her?
Yeah, I can.
Can you, like, yeah, get in here and help me out. Help a girl out.
Excuse me.
Use your
what-
horniness to your advantage.
Yes, please.
Roll a horniness
was
check.
it?
Roll a d69.
God. Megan, that was your name? That's your name?
Yes, honey, what can I do for you?
Nate wins today.
God, you are just one of the most beautiful redheads I have ever seen. I love your hair. Is there any way that you could mix me an owlbear cocktail?
You were just the sexiest fiery haired
Sure thing,
child
I'll
of the
get that
devil
right
I've
up
ever
for you.
seen.
That'll be
You can't stand it.
1 silver.
Okay. How about I give you... Oh, no. How about I
Don't pay
give
her too much.
you...
You don't want her to think that you're trying to pay for her sexual favors. You just want to hit on her. Don't want to treat her like a slut or a whore.
Okay, whatever.
Touch her arm.
You said 1
Render?
silver? How
Yes.
about, can I give you 1... Okay. I don't have silver on me. Can I give you 1 gold instead?
And
Sure. And she'll give you 9 silver
Round of
back. She
drinks
goes
for
to
you.
the till, gives you 9 silver back, and gives you your drink. And then she moves back over to help some other customers.
gotta do better than that. Was that hitting on her? That was just ordering a drink.
So aggressive.
Getting started.
What?
I don't... Never
Well,
been
I'll
with a
leave
woman
I
before.
guess while that conversation is happening, Fen and Roland, what do you two want to do?
Usually people hit on me.
Let's see. I'm gonna do a general scan of the room. We saw the red-haired lady, and they kind of made a beeline for her. It looks like.
Yep.
Who
And
else
Alu
is in
was
here
like,
with us?
"This is our girl."
You do see some drow. You see some drow at some tables. One sitting with just looks like some common folk. 2 are sitting with someone else in robes. You see kind of a table here that Megan's at has some wealthier individuals. You kind of see all sorts. You
You're
hear
okay.
some calls for drinks from the table, from the floor above, and Megan goes back behind the counter or back behind the door, and then starts making her way up to deliver drinks.
Okay.
I mean, Fenn's gonna go up and order a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Roland will go too.
Yeah, I mean, Megan isn't there,
to
but
wait.
someone else takes your order and slides you your drink, charging. Unless you guys are, if you're getting cocktails, it's a silver. If you're not, then it's just 5 copper.
5 copper it is. Smoky
Yeah,
whiskey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ollie's just a plain Jane kind of gal.
Sure thing.
Let's see. To figure out where all of my money is.
It's, under currency.
Yeah, there it is. Yes.
You say 5 copper is what you said?
Yep. And they'll give you appropriate change.
Shit, I accidentally closed my Beyond.
Yeah. All right. I'll have to give him a gold.
You
They'll-
have to wait.
All I have is
For a
gold.
gold for a drink, they'll say, well,
Well,
to
how
make
about I
change,
order?
there's- Yeah, go ahead.
How about I order as many of the cheapest drinks as possible and say, give a round to like everybody or something.
They'll
You
nod and
wanna-
say,
everybody in a
appreciate
good
it,
mood.
sir, and they'll pocket the gold and put a round on the house.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Like, you making friends.
Just trying to.
Are you guys, is
I
the map
want to know if
accurate?
it's
Did you
included
guys
in
move
that
up to
morale.
stand next to us or not?
What does Ven want to know?
Fen
They
wants
don't
to know
need
if
to
you
move to
included
order
in that
drinks. There's
one for
waiters, kind of
everyone.
staff moving around.
I'm just
Yeah.
wondering if they're sitting near Holly and I, or if they're not intentionally. I'm just curious. Are you
So
guys still standing by
question
the door?
is, yeah, are Fen and
Oh.
Roland by the door, or are you
Oh.
next to Ollie and Alu?
Well, if we had to go get drinks, we'd probably go to
Fen's
the
at the
bar. Right?
bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fen's
So
at the bar.
let's.
So
So
move
they'll be up
your
here with them?
person. Yeah. Fen, you gonna move your
Yeah,
token?
sorry, I accidentally closed DG
Oh,
on.
right. That's right. Okay, so we
Yeah,
can
I'll
wait.
let you have it.
That's what I wanted
Yeah.
to know. I was
Yeah.
just
I'm
like,
here.
are we together? Because sometimes I do that all the time. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't move my character.
Roland, you're asked to clear
Sorry.
the walkway for staff, so you'll
Okay.
once you get your drink,
Yeah.
you'll move to this side.
Sure.
So we're
Uh,
chatting in our little bar area about, or waiting
Alright.
for Megan.
well, I'm also thinking to myself, like, okay, we're looking for a secret entrance or something to go check this place out, see if this is a hideout, right?
You could be.
I feel like Alu has to like bite the bullet and see if she can't seduce this person, but I'm not sure that
Honestly,
Alu's good at it.
This is a pretty open-ended scenario. All you really need to do, or what Artor asked us, pay back whoever is sending people to him. There's a lot of ways to interpret that. You have options here. So whatever you want to do, this is your time to.
What we need to do is confirm that this is where the maps are coming from, or at least where the people who are making the maps are holding up.
Yeah.
And if we can disrupt that distribution in any way, great.
Yeah,
but we
Alu
have to make sure that it's
definitely-
the place. Otherwise,
Yeah, Alu definitely doesn't want to be like, Artor, I think that this is where they're coming from, and get a whole bunch of innocent people killed.
yeah.
Oh, you guys
But-
are better than Hollyiries is. She,
We know.
whatever. Fuck
You know,
'em.
Ali Reese is slumming it right now. Feeling fair.
All right.
Yes, she is.
Roland takes a look around. He's like, I'm gonna go take a look upstairs,
Sure.
and
But
I'll
that's-
probably.
That's
probably-
Alu's character. She's heart of gold, even though her methods aren't always perfect.
So I'll just be like, excuse me, sorry, I'm gonna
Yep.
walk up the stairs.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
The
Wait,
second
take a
floor
quick-
is
Excuse
above
me.
you.
Okay.
Roland, I want to come with you too.
All right. Well, I'll be right about here.
Okay.
So, are there neighborhoods in the city that are already kind of like owned by the Drow? Like, are they kind of?
Drow are new.
Fen wouldn't really know about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But based on what I've been hearing so far, is that the Drow are relatively
Yeah,
a new entity.
The two
Are these
biggest gangs are
red-haired
the
ladies
Zent. Sorry, go ahead.
elves? Are the red-haired token ladies elves?
Red
They look like
hair
elves.
token ladies.
Yeah, they look like
they're
ladies.
just nobles. They're just rich people.
Okay.
So commoner, rich people.
So
Got it.
Fen knows enough. He knows that the two biggest gangs in Waterdeep, everyone knows this. It's the Zentarum and the Xanathars Guild. And you've clashed with both of them in the past. They hate each other. There's smaller gangs all around, but no one's
Plague
really
rats
talked
being
about
one of
these
them.
drow until pretty recently.
Yeah.
All right, Megan's back. Ollie wants to see if I can pick her brain for anything else. So is
Sure
she
thing.
like super busy right now, or
Yeah,
can Alu?
she's helping out. Before we have that conversation,
Okay.
Rolan and Holly, what are you two doing?
Well, I want to take a quick look around upstairs, just kind of like I'm gonna like meander through, like casually stroll, but I am like scanning everything that I can.
Yeah, it's
Which
just
one are
Figuring out
the-
who's sitting where.
people grabbing
Which one are
drinks
the
and
rich?
mingling.
The rich people.
Over here. They
You wanna
Okay.
you actually see
go talk
two
to
of
your
them
friends?
giggle to each other as they look your way, Holly.
Okay. Hey, ladies, what's up?
Miss Go Delicately, it's a very pleasant surprise to see you down in the dock wards.
Yeah, well, I'm just here. You see that sexy guy over there? He works for me. Do you want me to introduce you?
No, thank you,
The
ma'am.
muscle?
That's very generous, but we're all right for now.
Well, yeah, I'm here with him.
Petty song.
That's so nice.
Can I get you guys a drink?
No, we're okay. Thank you, though. And so
Sure.
you'll make small talk for a little while. Roland, these are just patrons. You're
right.
you're not noticing anything here.
What about is these steps over here? Where does
They
this go?
are. You can, if you go up the steps,
I-
you go to the third floor.
Oh shit. Okay, I'll go to the third floor.
Floor.
It's scary up there.
And
Nate,
as
that's
you
where they
go,
play. That's where they play board games and
yeah, you go up
hide
those
from adults,
steps,
you know.
and you see that there are also steps that go up higher. But here you can see rooms. You can see someone coming in or out of rooms. It looks like this is an inn as well as a tavern.
Okay, so
and-
the highest level. Okay.
Yeah, and if you continue exploring throughout all this time, you'll see there is a fourth floor with more rooms. Generally more spacious rooms, it looks like.
Okay, so this is like the common, like second, like not business class, but like coach rooms.
Yeah, yeah.
then-
While Hollyiries is chatting and Roland is looking around, Fen and Alu, what are you talking about with Megan?
So I think Alu. So Alu wants to like stop her and make sure that she's not like, because she's serving, right? So she's crazy.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Alu would probably like, she doesn't want to like grab her hand aggressively, but she wants to like put her hand on either like her arm or her wrist or something to just be like, I require your attention, like to like form a connection, and lean in and whisper, basically, I noticed you had a reaction to my earlier question. I'm not looking to cause trouble. I'm just looking for information. She very discreetly, potentially name drop the Bloody Baron or the Baron of Blood, and be like, look, he's on the rampage. Anybody who knows anything about these maps is in danger. Like, we're just looking to clean it up, clear it out, make it a thing of the past before, shit gets out of control.
Megan pulls herself away from you and she's like, she's clearly less friendly now. She's like, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
ma'am. I
course she
don't know what you're talking about. And she'll walk this way.
If she was the one distributing maps, I don't think she cares what the Baron of Blood's going to want to do.
Well, Ollie's writing that name down. She's like, I know she knows something, so she's okay with telling Artor. She might be hot, but Ollie doesn't care about that.
Alrighty then.
Fen, what are you doing?
I mean, Fenn's eyeing the room to see. Fenn's very preoccupied with how drow are being treated in this neighborhood specifically. So he's taking note that there are 2 drow in the room.
There's
Sitting
3 of
with
them.
Oak?
Yeah.
3 of them.
And yeah, they seem fine here. They're mingling. They're, doing their thing.
And is
Patrons.
Megan too busy to talk, or is she at a bar doing bartender shooting the shit?
You are sitting a little far away. You don't hear what Alu whispers, but you watch as Alu says something to Megan, and Megan pulls away from her. And then Megan looks to you, and there's a moment where she looks like she's going to say something, but then her eyes, she realizes that she doesn't recognize you, and she doesn't say anything, and walks back into the kitchen.
Okay. Well, she walks back into the kitchen, so Fenn registers that look, and he's going to wait for her to come back out from the kitchen, assuming that she will. But for now, he's enjoying his fine Talisker dram from the Isle of Skye.
So yeah, she'll be back there for a couple minutes to grab some more food, and then she'll walk out. While she's doing that, Rolan, what are you up to?
So I've explored the upper levels, right?
Yeah.
So I very much doubt there is any sort of like shady business going on up here.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
doesn't look
like
like there's.
if you're gonna have a secret organization somewhere, I imagine it's gonna be in the basement. But I wasn't sure if there was gonna be like
An
other
attic
notable-
or something. Yeah.
an attic or like a false like maybe it's 4 floors, but the third one doesn't exist or something, or
Yep.
that kind of thing. Well, if there's nothing interesting, there's no interesting notable characters on any of the 2 levels above, I'm gonna head back down to the main floor. As I'm going down, I'm gonna check on Holly. She's still talking with her snooty friends over there.
Holly, everyone's kind of giving proper respect and being very polite, asking you about how life's going. You've been chatting for a little while now. What do you want to do? The kind of conversation is starting to dwindle just a little bit. But what are you doing now?
I'm going to say goodbye and that it was lovely chatting with them, and I'm going to go back down to the main floor.
Sure thing.
Yeah. So as I go by, I'll just be like, I'll give her the little head nod, like, "Hey, nothing. Let's go."
As
we'll go down
Holly
together.
and Roland make their way down to the first floor, that's kind of right before then is when Megan steps out of the kitchen. So Fenn, what would you like to do?
Is Megan back out?
Yes.
Available for
Yep.
speaking? Okay. So Fenn's gonna try and strike up conversation with her.
Yep.
He wants to sort of comment that it's really nice to be
Could he?
in a place that's.
Do you think he could say what the one drow said to him mistakenly? Do you have a map or whatever? But in that phrasing.
Oh yeah,
It's up to
I've
Fenn.
said
It
map.
can be just like you're just a drow that's wandered into the city, or you can try and do a code word thing. It's entirely up to you.
Ben kind of wants to get an idea of how she feels about this.
He's just gonna speak to her in regular common.
Yeah, I mean, because Fenn's not gonna assume that she knows, that she's a fan of drow.
Yeah.
Hit her with the phrase.
He's feeling her out. He's
So
trying to get an idea how she feels
he's
about
asking. He's not asking. He's saying, "Oh, it's nice to be welcome. I know there's been a
that.
lot
It's
of
nice to be in a
hubbub."
place. The temperature's a little warmer in this hub.
Establishment.
Yeah. Well, Megan says, "Well, a welcoming atmosphere is what gets customers in the door, and your gold is as gold as anyone's."
I mean,
Hit her with
do you
the
see a
phrase.
lot of new people in the neighborhood these days?
I haven't really noticed. I've been working here, or rather, I've owned this place for a few years now. I've been spending all my time running it.
Beautiful and a businesswoman. That is.
Yeah, at this
Yeah.
point, Holly and Roland have
Holly's
rejoined the
sex.
group.
Holly's like, that's sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Alu's moved away because she was unsuccessful, so she's giving them some
Dissociating
space.
herself from it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna.
Megan
give
will
them
Megan will
space.
move back, and she's serving some drinks, and waiters are grabbing them, and bringing them to tables. She's
Alu's
over in
gonna
this corner.
talk to some drow
Yeah,
in drow in undercommon.
sure.
Alu might actually start asking, like, might ask questions about, do you have a map, and are you on your way back to Zandre with some of the drow that are in the establishment?
Okay, okay. Yeah, so you sit down to this guy who's at a table, and you speak to him in Undercommon, and you say, tell me I need to know the words you say.
So she would basically say exactly what they said. So Aset a map.
Oh, no, you don't need to say it in the
Oh,
language.
okay.
You
I
can
have
say
to
it in
say okay. So
English.
basically she would say, "Do you have a map?"
Um,
Or
I-
are you looking for a map?
Actually, he would say, do do I know you?
And Alu would probably say, "No, you don't know me personally, but I've been working with various unnamed drow in the docks looking for maps." She's a very big liar.
Give me a deception check.
Let's see. Watch me crit fail this.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Ooh.
before I tell you the result, remember you do have inspiration from earlier. And Fen, if you
Yes.
used inspiration earlier, I think your conversation and using your appearance has earned you an inspiration at this point.
Wait, didn't we start with inspiration?
You did,
No,
I did.
if at the very beginning you started with one, and if you haven't used it up until now, you still have it.
Okay.
Alu, are you going to use your point of inspiration?
If I
yeah, I think it'd be
Yeah,
pretty critical, mission critical for you to get this
yeah,
right.
I'm going to. Yeah, so let me roll
All
again.
right, reroll again.
Do I roll with the modifier
Yeah,
the same way
it's the
as
same.
Yeah,
You just
okay.
get to
same way.
roll the same exact thing twice.
And
Oh,
how
you rolled the
funny is
exact
it that I
same
rolled
thing
the
twice.
exact same thing?
Dang
Okay.
it!
That's unfortunate.
He
I love that
he-
RNG.
Wait, let's see if just for shits and giggles, will it do it again?
No.
It was really close. It
you-
almost did.
Yeah, it almost did.
You managed to make a convincing enough case that while you
Alright.
may not know all the same people, he says, "Are you new in town?"
Yes. She'd probably say sort of.
He
Not well known here.
he looks his eyes without his head moving look at Megan, and he says, if you're here for orders, wait, you can wait in the back, and you'll get some.
Okay.
And this is all in Undercommon.
Right. All right. Alu might. Alu's afraid she's going to get a knife in the back, but Alu will wait in the back.
Fenn's gonna ask for another drink so he can get her attention,
Sure thing. She'll provide it.
and he's gonna ask, because he seems to have he took note of that brief moment of sort of that glimpse of recognition that he might have gotten from Megan. He's gonna ask her, "Have we met before? You look familiar to me. Have we met before?"
Megan says, "I don't know, have we?" And she's gonna lean in close into your ear, and she's gonna whisper to you, "Es tu un frère?"
Are you my brother?
Fenn's in trouble now. So he's going to say the only thing that he's heard up to this point, which is what the people said to him in the alley.
Say
About
tu
the
non
map.
map.
Yeah.
She cocks her head sideways. How would she react to that? Well, hold on. Let me check on something.
I mean, because essentially, Fenn's intention is that that's going to be like him acknowledging, saying yes, that he is a brother.
Like
by
the
responding
yes is implied, but like yes and.
exactly because he's replying in a language. Then the answer is
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. You say that to her, and she reaches into her pocket and pulls out a strange-looking wand. And
Interesting.
the loudest noise you've ever heard happens. And there's a ringing in your ears. And we are...
Wait,
give me just a second.
So like an explosion? Like what kind of sound?
Like an explosion.
Did Finn get himself killed again? Another explosion?
Yeah, it's not,
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
not a concussive explosion. Deaf.
God
now.
damn it!
You're just deaf.
Okay. What is the attack?
Nate,
Got
if
it.
you're right. What do you got?
Okay.
Always
Does a
gonna be like
16
over
hit
here.
Fen?
That should hit.
16?
Yes.
Yeah, he and I should have the same armor class.
My
but
AC is 16, right?
That hits. That hits.
Yeah.
Oh, so I lose ties?
Hold on. Yeah. Defenders lose ties.
That's
You-
bullshit.
you
That's
make
the opposite
it-
of the way it works
yeah.
in baseball.
You make it or you surpass it. That's how you hit.
You take... Oh my god. You take...
Wait.
You take 14 piercing damage plus...
Jesus.
Plus 10 poison damage.
Oh no.
Whoa. That's a lot of damage.
And then Holly, she swings her short sword. She pulls a sword
Wait,
out from
wait.
at her hip. And
How much normal damage plus, you said plus poison damage?
Yes.
So it's
How's that
14 plus
different?
what?
14 normal damage. Minus
So, like-
14
like piercing damage.
Right.
piercing. And then
Yeah.
another 10 poison damage.
Yeah.
Good.
So
I'm beyond dead. I'm -4.
Yes.
well, okay.
You're
So how this
down. You're
works is
not
that
dead.
you are down. You're not dead like you were like outright.
Jesus.
You're
Oh,
now
wait a
you're
minute.
making
I started this day with 20 HP.
yes. So
Yes.
what happens is that
24 HP
the
damage.
only way you can die outright is if you
go
go
to
negative
-24.
your maximum capacity for
Alright.
hit points.
There's a threshold.
Yeah, if you don't make that threshold, you rubber band back to 0 and you start making death saving throws. So you're not dead,
Holly,
you are dying, but you're not dead.
Damaged.
does an 11 hit you?
No.
No? Damn. All right. Everyone roll initiative.
All right.
Should I?
Yeah,
you will
yeah, you should.
go ahead.
Everyone else, you hear this bang, and there's now your ears are ringing, and everyone may be a little disoriented.
Ah.
Holly, you look over and you see that Fen has a hole
God.
in his chest.
What?
Oh my goodness, that's a big hole. I gotta let
the
out the
crowd,
dogs. I'll be right back.
most of the crowd gets up, and they
Well, that's what it says it is. I rolled a oh wait, no, that's not my dice. Never mind.
the room clears out pretty quickly. Megan has shot Fen.
Let's see.
Badly, I'm sorry, Fen. This time it's not my fault.
Phew. I'm sorry, Ollie. Hold on. Mommy, I'll be right back.
She's allergic to
Being within 5 feet of a hostile creature attacking at long range doesn't pose disadvantage. Yeah, I already knew that. She will again swing her sword at. She'll do 2 sword strikes. She'll actually no. She'll shoot and then swing. She'll shoot Rolan and swing at Holly. Oh god damn it!
Did you crit?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. That means it is 2d10 plus another 4d10. Okay. So, Roland, you take 8
4d10?
8 piercing damage,
Okay.
and then 9 plus 9, 18 poison damage.
All right,
Holy
so 10,
crap.
10 piercing and 18.
8 piercing, 8 piercing, and 8 piercing, 18 poison.
Wait, okay, so wait. 8 piercing damage.
-8, and then minus
Okay.
18.
All right, hang on. I gotta.
You're at 3.
Yeah, I'm at 3. Okay.
Then it is your turn.
Okay. Fuck this lady. I am going to, I guess, bonus action, second wind
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll my
Avenge
D10
me,
here.
Roland, avenge me.
I'm working on it, but I gotta. Oh, cool, maximum. So I'm up to 13 now.
13. Oh, yeah. Yep.
For my second wind bonus action, and then I am going to. That's a short rest. Okay, cool. And then I will do a trip attack. Yeah. I'll try and do a trip attack to take her down. Let me roll to hit.
Yep.
I just want everybody to roll back,
Natural 20.
scrub back in the video at
Yeah.
the beginning of this stream.
Yeah.
Where we talked about how you're going to
Where
die
we
again.
talked about
Mhm.
Fen was due.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's funny. I'll tell you why she shot you after, like, as players. I'll tell you out of table talk. But yeah, you hit her.
Okay, I also so that's a crit. So that's 2d10, and then also plus some other shit. My trip attack. Those are d6s, I think, right now. So 2d10, 2d6.
Yep.
Let me get that.
So
So
we don't
for
worry about that, guys. I got my
base,
therapy.
base damage is
20.
20,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna roll my d6s after that.
Sure thing.
So
Minus
28.
Yep.
Yeah, minus
Sure
8.
thing.
Also, she needs to make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Yes. 13.
13. She just makes it, so I don't knock her prone.
All right.
And then I will action surge and attack her again.
Sure thing.
All right, hang on. That's that is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. All right, another D10. That is 12 more slashing damage.
Sure thing.
All right. And that will be my action. That'll be my
So-
turn, I suppose.
So your second attack knocks her head back, and she was wearing a hat. It falls off, and she's revealed to be a drow.
Okay. Interesting.
All right.
Hmm.
It is now the drow. His turn. He's gonna come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over the table, and he is going to attack Rolan with a short sword.
Okay.
And you're flanked. He's got advantage. That's a 1.
Britt,
Yeah, of course he did.
Britt.
So
Stop having fun, Cameron. Stop it.
it's 2d6 plus he's got advantage, so it's another 2d6 for the sneak attack.
Guys, this could be like curtains. This could be a
The
picture wrap.
TPK.
You take 7, 13 plus 2, 15 damage.
All right, I'm down.
All right.
God damn. This is bad. This is not,
Not
good.
good.
Holly,
Yeah.
it is your turn. Fen and Roland are down.
Dude. Cameron has done us in, man. Jeez.
I'm gonna go back and look. I'm pretty sure I scaled this appropriately. There's 4 people.
Okay.
You've just crit every time you've swung at us.
Yeah, it's the. You know what it is? It is my extra life die.
Stop rolling it, goddammit.
Right here, this one.
Kids are trying to kill us.
You
What's
too
an
can
extra
get
life die?
an extra life
Powered by
die
the
if
big
you
blue
raise
kid.
money for extra life. Well, you probably can't now. It was a last year thing.
I think
But
you can.
If that's a recurring prize or not.
yeah, I'm not
Okay.
sure.
It's
Holly,
a
it is-
weighted die, isn't it?
No, it's
It's
Rolls
powered by
pretty
the
good,
big
that was an 18. That was not a crit. Holly, it's your
face,
turn.
It is. Everyone who's watching this must know that Cameron is cheating and he's literally trying to murder us
I
all.
wonder if I should have a no. I'm double checking because okay, so
Yes, please check in and make sure you're skilled appropriately
all
so you're not
level
murdering us
3.
off.
You're all level 3 and there's 4 of you. So no, this is right.
I don't believe
Dude,
you.
you've just been rolling. You've just been critting. What else do you want? It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what.
Holly, what are you
Wait.
doing? You're
Where did
two of your
Megan go?
She took out Fen in one go.
Yeah.
Where is she though on the map?
She's
She's
standing
literally right in
next
front
to
of
Ben.
Fen.
Yeah,
She's
watch out.
turned out to be a drow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I basically went up against the nameless
Where
king.
you been at?
Level
Yeah,
up and all.
before Roland
Trying
got
to
stabbed,
survive.
he knocked
I think my allergies are trying to kill me.
before Roland got stabbed, he knocked a hat off Megan's head, and
Yeah.
she turned into a drow.
I did like a fuck ton of damage to her, but she seems to be doing all right. I don't know.
Okay.
I
There's
went
no
Nova
life
on
bar.
her. Yeah, there's no life bar.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
we
audience
don't-
can see the life bar.
We can't tell like if the scaling is off. We just know that we've been getting critted. So
Yeah.
Before I do an action, or would that be my...
You want to talk?
Say that again, Hannah.
hey, don't talk. Fen is dying. Fen is
She is-
bleeding out.
she is- yeah.
That wouldn't be the first
Damn
time.
it.
And you can survive. Relax.
Holly, you can try and talk, but like me as your friend, let me tell you,
It's not
this
gonna work.
woman seems
Right.
angry, and she has
Little
shot
stuff.
one of your friends.
I understand.
And then her
that
other
you seem-
Fen is over here.
teammates have
you
killed
seem
your other friend.
angry. I
Yeah,
have
what
a
do you have
theory.
to say? Yeah,
I
what do you want
have
to say?
a theory.
You have a theory. Okay, let's
Yes.
go with this. Let's see where it
Yes.
goes.
Megan, I am so sorry if Arturo broke your heart.
Who the fuck is that?
Who is Arturo?
Like-
Artur
Roland is like
Artor Morlin? Is that who you're talking about?
Who is that?
Roland is completely baffled by this choice.
I'm dead, so I don't know, but
Roland is so pissed that this is what you've chosen to do. Like so much for vengeance.
so much for surviving.
Yeah.
All they have to
Yeah,
do
proper
is come
fuck.
poke us once and we're dead.
Hey, just letting you guys know if you're watching, this might be the end of this campaign.
Okay. Okay. All
I'm
right.
scratching my head on this one. I'm digging through. Like, I know you guys are getting reinforcements, but it takes,
Maybe.
it takes a
Jesus.
turn, and yeah, Holly, you like your friends are dying. Like, this is the moment to stop fucking.
Not
around.
everything can be solved with words.
I wasn't trying to fuck around. I had a theory. I thought she dated him, and that's why she was sending all the maps because he broke her heart.
Okay.
I mean, maybe that's true. You might not be wrong, but
She's
like,
willing to
Well,
kill your
I'm gonna
teammates.
do magic missile on her.
Yeah.
That'll
You have a wand of magic missile.
I
Dump
do
that
have a
shit.
wand of magic missile. I want to use that.
How much of it do you want to use?
Let's
All
start with
of
one.
it.
Let's start with
All but one.
So
Okay.
if you start with
Let's
one,
start
that's
with two.
if whatever you pick, you have to wait a whole round until you get to go again.
so she's already been hit, though, right? Like Roland hit her.
I hit her with everything I had and then some.
Yeah,
And she's still alive.
I will say
like,
this.
she has more
She-
HP than I do.
she is
and I'm the
not
tank.
bloodied.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you're gonna
Yeah.
want to really hit her.
I hit her. She's been dealt more than 30 damage, I think, at this point, and she's still fine.
I'll give you the number. She's been dealt 40 damage and she is not bloodied.
Holly,
use
honestly,
the
I don't know
whole
if there's anything
word.
you
I
can do.
do not
If
think
you-
that you scaled these appropriately, Cameron.
If you use the
Gonna
whole
call bullshit on
if
that.
you use the no, I'll show you the documentation later. It gives me a
Okay.
very specific guide based on your level and the number of players. If you use the whole wand, there's a chance it'll break. You could use everything but one.
That's what I typically do. Is if I want to dump everything, I do all but one charge, so there's no chance it'll break.
All right, so I'll do
Show us
6.
the receipts, Cameron. Show us
Okay,
the
so
receipts.
if you use the wand you're using your wand of magic missile at level 6. The wand it'll be cast at what, a 5th level, so that is 8d4 or 8d4 plus
Plus
8.
8.
4 plus 8. Okay.
Two of your friends get knifed, and you're like, "Wait, let's talk."
Nate, I'm just glad you're here with me. It's not just me finally.
Oh yeah, no, it's yeah. Both of the fighters of the group here, the both physical fighters of the group, are now down,
What
Yeah,
sucks is
that's
I'm
not
using
good.
up all my
And-
crits as DM.
and Alu doesn't have any more healing.
Yeah, I don't.
Don't worry,
Sorry.
Cameron. At this rate, you're not going to have to come
We
back.
do have the potions.
Ignore that. Ignore that.
Just roll 7 more of those, and then add 8.
Gosh, I'm getting it.
8d4 plus 8.
Just for the record, this is the most fun Fen has had because we are now all fucked.
Okay,
And
you
it's fun.
blast her, and she looks pretty hurt.
Finally,
Fen's
Anything
not
else
happy.
you want to do?
No.
so it looks maybe to be about 80.
Is there anything else you
80-ish.
can do?
You because of the charges you're using, another explosion reverberates around the ship's prow.
Okay.
Hmm.
Are you done for your turn?
We
Yeah.
want to ask if that's like collateral damage or some shit.
And then make sure you on your wand you actually say that you used the 6
Check
charges.
off that many charges. Yeah.
Alu,
Yep.
it is
Alu,
your
run.
turn.
Run, Allie, run.
Ah,
You hear these
Fuck.
2 explosions coming from the common room.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is one of these things where, okay, so I'm still learning a little bit about Alu's new powers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my dog is being stupid and it's very distracting. Okay, so I think it's very obvious that shit's going wrong in the other room, so she's gonna have to go in to investigate, which means that potentially that can be a sneak attack. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'd say with
If you
yeah,
stab
why
her
not?
from
With
the doorway,
Xander's focus in being in front of her, and you kind of snuck in the back earlier, yes, I'll give you advantage on your attack.
Okay. So she's going to. Okay, she's going to move into the room.
Yep.
And move her in. So I'm gonna just like she's gonna
Yeah.
only move once at first because that's how she can get her. What is the word? Her cunning action, sneak attack thing. She's going to use her psionic blades.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm still learning how to do this. So psionic blade. So I want to that's just my regular D20
Yeah,
with
you just make a
nothing,
regular
right?
attack.
It's just
Plus
a D20.
4. Yeah, because you see on your hit it says plus 4. That's
Plus 4. Okay, plus 4 to hit.
As
Thank
your
you.
action, yep, D20
Yeah.
plus 4.
treat your psychic knives as you would regular knives. They just
Yep.
do psychic damage and not piercing damage.
Right. It's just I'm learning like the modifier shit.
You
So
hit.
20 total.
Okay, dirty 20.
Okay, good. And so my psionic action. Hold on, I gotta find the right place. So it's a D6 plus 2.
Yes.
Is that right?
And then I think because it's
with-
a sneak attack, you get another D6.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. D6 plus 2. So plus a d6.
No, plus
nothing,
2d6. So it's 3d6.
3d6 plus 2
Yeah.
total.
3d6. Oh, okay. So okay, I see what you're saying. 3. Okay, d6.
A d6 plus 2 is the normal attack. The sneak attack adds another 2d6 to it.
2d6 to that total.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So 3d6 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
12
Okay.
plus 4.
Psychic damage.
You hit. She staggers with this knife in her back.
Good. Thank goodness.
And so you made a successful. You attacked that earlier in the previous session. You were asking about your bonus action attack. Now that you've made an attack with your dagger, now you can make your bonus attack.
You can do your offhand.
My bonus attack.
You could technically with your bonus action attack one more time. You will not get sneak attack damage though. It'll be 1d6.
Right. It's just the 1d6 plus 2.
So that's
But
when
if
you
she
go
was
to
close.
the bonus attack, which for your blades is again plus 4 to hit.
So, this is where I want to ask a little bit about, because this is like a player question, because still learning the necrotic shroud.
That's an entire action to pop.
Okay, I
That would
just
take your
checking.
entire turn to do.
Right, I just wanted to make sure because I think I needed to do the sneak attack. That was more important this turn than that. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
All right, so psychic blades. So one. Okay, so another d20.
Yeah.
And it's just is it still a d20 plus 4 or is it just regular d20?
It is
always.
Alright, I just want to make sure.
Natural.
Hey!
Oh, okay.
right.
Roll.
2d6
please-
plus 2.
Please give
real
me
quick,
good
with
damage.
her, I guess with Alu's intent, she's trying to find out information.
Yeah, she doesn't necessarily want to kill her, but
Okay,
hey,
this can be non-lethal. Yeah, go ahead.
I guess it's melee, sure.
she just, she needs this
Yeah.
person to be like completely out of action because she's
Yeah.
obviously killed 2 of these people already.
So you rolled. So normally when you attack with your dagger, it's a d6 plus 2. For the bonus action, it's essentially your other hand, your less ambidextrous hand.
plus 4, so it's a d4 plus 2. Is that
yes,
right?
No.
exactly. But
No,
because
I think
you
it is
crit,
d4.
because you crit,
It'll be
you get to
2d4,
roll
right?
2 d4s. Normally
Okay,
it's a
so
d4. This
2d4.
time it's 2.
2d4, and it's still plus 2.
Yeah, you don't double the number. Yep.
Got it. Okay, so roll. So 3,
Yes,
5. 5.
you are able to take your psychic knife and you jam it into the back of her neck at the right point. You haven't killed her, but
Paralyze
she
her?
collapses.
Yes.
Anything
Nice.
else you want to do on your turn?
I
think she's
would
just
like
got movement
to,
left.
I would like to move kind of over here, further away from all the drow,
Sure thing.
just so that they get less of an opportunity to attack. And I'm wondering if maybe this bar I can I don't know. At some point I can hide behind it. I don't know how you get more
6,
sneak attacks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the drows see that these 2 drows see that who you know as Megan is down. And I guess, Alu, you don't know that because you just see that Megan is gone and you see a drows in her place. You see a hat on the ground. You might be able to pick that up later. And they are going to attack Holly.
Oh no.
Does an
Don't die,
18 hits and a 21 hits.
Oh my
Oh,
god. Holly might be dead.
We're gonna hold on. We're gonna look at. Oh my
you
god,
roll
they
an
get
18.
multi attacks. Jesus Christ. Okay. He had another point of movement. He's gonna swing at the bar at Alu, but it'll be with disadvantage.
Cutting it easy on us.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not here to try and murder people straight up.
Except kinda are. It's just happening.
I mean, we've established that you got to take it real easy on Fen. I mean, Fen's not exactly resilient.
All it takes is
Holly,
one
you-
Nova hit.
You take.
Basically,
How much health did you have before?
he's
14,
taken 4 hits.
But now you told me I got hit with 18.
No, that
No,
was
no,
just to
no.
hit. Your damage
That was
was
just-
11.
Right.
Fuck.
You're still up.
So far. Got
Alu
3 HP. Been there.
does a fuck, even with disadvantage, does a 16 hit.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
You said no?
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
No, my armor class is 14.
And then a 6 does not hit.
Right.
Yeah, it's the first one to not hit.
You take 3 damage. Their sword gets over the bar and smacks you across the top of the head.
Okay.
Fen, it's your turn. So you are going to try and stay alive. The way
Yep.
you do
Yes.
this, all you're going to do is roll a d20. If you get a 10 or higher, that counts as a successful save. You need 3 to get back up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys.
Here we go.
Oh, good lord.
Number 1. Yep.
Okay, well,
All
you
right, that's
didn't.
one fail,
Yeah, you didn't crit fail, so that's a fail.
but it's a
we-
race between. Yeah,
we
technically
are
the odds are slightly skewed.
Back.
your-
Is it wrong that I'm kind of hoping he dies?
No,
Is it wrong?
we're
A
back
little bit wrong.
at the top of
Yeah.
the order.
Oh, fuck me. I'm sorry, guys, as Fen, just as Fen, not as Ian.
Maybe it's not. Maybe you don't roll a. No, maybe you don't roll your Constitution saving throw.
No, I thought it's just a raw number. Everyone's
It
the
might
same.
just be a raw number.
Oh,
It
Yeah,
doesn't
I
matter
guess
if
it's
it's Fen.
fair.
Fen's got a 0 in that category anyway.
At-
Yeah.
At
I'll
this
just do.
point, you hear the sound of breaking glass, and 6 people jump in behind
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
One
thank
of them, you recognize Alu if you peek above. One of them is Toady.
We like Toady.
Roland, you get to make your saving throw.
Maybe.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
I also fail.
Okay.
Same number too.
Roll, you
Look
and
at
me,
this.
baby.
Failing
going down in
exactly
flames.
the same way.
Mhm.
Seeing
Love that RNG.
the other men enter, the drow start to break. This first one will go up top and jump out another window and run away. Holly, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna use my crossbow on the one.
If you use your crossbow, you'll be attacking with disadvantage.
Trying to shoot somebody point blank.
And you are a wizard. I don't know if you remember last time when you tried to tackle someone and then got knocked out. You're a
that's
wizard.
really bad.
Use your magic. You have
You're a
magic.
wizard, Holly.
Nate,
Um,
you get an official demerit for that comment.
I'll use Ray of Frost
You
on.
can. You also have your own magic missile spell outside of the wand that you could cast, just so you know.
So
Oh,
say,
yeah.
these-
I'll use
all
that.
for.
Nobody has any fucked up healing shit they can use on either me or Roland.
I
Well,
don't
we
have
already
any
used it
healing.
last session.
Yeah.
No, well,
Wilhelm,
I used
Wilhelm
the healing hands,
can
but
heal.
There's no Estus flask, Nate. We need Estus.
Yeah, there's no
Actually,
Estus-
that's not
Estus flask.
true. It's not true. Alu has 2 healing potions.
Yeah, you
Well,
you guys can
we'll
heal
have to
after
use them.
this. Holly, what
Yeah.
roll your damage? What level are you casting the spell?
Second
Okay.
level.
So you roll 4d4.
No!
4d4
No,
plus-
I'm not. I'm
Okay.
gonna cast
Level.
the 3rd level.
Yeah,
You don't
there's-
have
can't
third level
cast it at
spells.
3rd level.
Oh,
That's
I
for
thought
the
that
wand.
that was related to your
I'm gonna
person.
cast 2nd level.
Okay. Roll
what's going on?
roll 4d4 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4.
Yes.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Which-
Meanwhile, my background is awesome.
That is awesome.
Which was not animated though. What's up with that?
Oh, it is. You just got to really pay attention. It's very subtly
Very
animated.
subtle. Okay.
Very subtle.
It's subtly
You're
animated.
trying to trick me into staring into your background. That's all.
You got to work at it, Nate. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn.
Really?
Okay. Which one are you hitting? Let's
I wanna
say this
hit-
one.
I want to hit the one.
That's right behind Fen.
Well, I was gonna say the
Ben.
one that's right behind
Oh.
me.
Okay. This
Oh,
one.
right in between us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forgot.
You blast them with your spell.
Great.
Anything else you want to do?
Do anything else that you have.
I don't. That's her action. I'm not sure what
That's my
kind of bonus
action.
action she has.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think she's
So-
got any spells for bonus actions.
Yeah.
No, I don't. That's
And
all I can
moving
do.
is really.
All right.
I
is
mean,
really
I could try
dangerous.
to do well, no, that would be an action too. Never mind. That's it.
Alu,
That's all I can do.
it is your turn.
It's my turn?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Look for that flanking bonus.
Okay. So I feel like this is I might as well pop my necrotic whatever, even though it's
Necrotic Shroud.
Yes.
yeah, even though because it's the end of the day. At some point I'm gonna have a long rest.
Yeah, so
I
the
might as
two
well.
drow oh no, it's not all enemies, it's everyone. Everyone needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Well,
so Holly,
everyone within, Holly will need to as well.
you need to make a charisma saving throw.
I
The
didn't know
drow
might need to figure that out better. Charisma or be frightened of me until the next turn.
What is your DC 11? They both pass.
Yeah.
The drow
Okay.
are not frightened by this.
Damn it.
Holly, are you frightened?
I don't know. I got a 15.
No,
You're fine.
Okay,
Alright.
so even if they're not frightened on this, once on your turn, you can have one attack or spell deal 3 points of extra necrotic damage to one target. Is that regardless of whether or not they're frightened?
Yeah, that's from now
Okay.
on.
The thing
for the
is,
next
though, is
minute.
that using your
Got it.
shroud is an action, so you can't attack.
You'll
this
wait till
turn.
your next turn.
Right. No, that's fine. So that's my action, but can I do I have a bonus action.
You can do a
Like
bonus
just
action.
a regular. Go ahead, sorry. What
The
was
bonus action for your dagger only happens if you do a regular.
you
it? If
attack
I
the
use
first
my
one.
regular one.
Yeah.
But can't I
You can still do like a
there's
cunning action.
Yeah, you could do a cunning action, take the dodge, dash,
the
or
disengage
disengage action, which will allow you to move away from this combat
without
issue.
opportunity attack,
And
right?
well, you do also know that the drow broke seeing the reinforcements. So you
Right.
may not need to you may not need to run away right now. It's up to you, your judgment call.
I feel like moving in and out though is kind of
Yeah,
like
it's kind of the rogue thing to do.
Yeah.
So I feel like even though she doesn't have to, I think she'll move kind of like over here. Is that?
Yeah, so you'll
three,
disengage and you'll kind of clamber up across the corner in a spot on the stairs ready to pounce. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. The drow no,
We already went.
It is the
We
drow's
both
turn.
failed already.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was your second opportunity. The drow, seeing Alu transform like this, seeing the people, seeing their leader down, they are also going to break. Holly, you get 2 attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
But they're only melee attacks, not spells.
Yep.
You don't have the Warcaster feat.
4, 5.
So if you've got a melee weapon like a staff or anything like that, swing away.
Yeah, Holly.
Doesn't she have a staff?
I don't know.
You have unarmed
Do you have a
strike.
little slugger on you?
Roll a d20 and add 2.
You have a +2 strength? Or no, that's proficient. Wait, why would you be proficient in? Whatever. He's the DM.
You're not the
I'm
DM
looking at
either.
her character sheet.
That's crazy to me that she has a +2 in strength. But
Oh, +1 for
Hey,
some
we
reason.
got all the help we can get. Stop trying to convince us that she's weaker than we thought she was.
yeah,
I actually don't know where the +2 comes from. Her strength is +0. Maybe it adds your proficiency bonus?
which is weird because why would she be proficient in an unarmed strike?
Yeah, I don't know, but it says it on the sheet. That
Because she
misses.
doesn't have any
Do
other
another
melee.
one. Both attacks miss. You hear the
Bummer.
footsteps of the drow running off into the distance. And we are out of combat. Toadie's going to jog over to Alu,
Bleeding,
take your hand. Are you okay?
bleeding.
Yes, I am good.
Bleeding.
So Alu's gonna move over and administer potions to you guys so you don't die.
Sure
Right,
thing.
that's,
What potion?
We've got hold on. Equipment. We have potion of healing.
2 of them?
Yes.
So you can roll give me 2d4s plus 2. That is 1 potion of healing. That's how much you'll heal. So you do that 2
Okay.
times.
So I do it for them, or they do it for them?
You're
You
the
do
one
it.
using the potion. I figure you do
We
it
can't
for
we
them.
can't do anything for
So-
ourselves right now.
2d4 plus 2 for
Yeah.
1
Mhm.
potion.
Yep.
Okay.
Who is this for? Roland or Fen?
Fen. So
All
4
right.
plus 3.
Fen,
So
you
you're back up with
cough
9
and
HP.
choke, and you're back up. All right, and then give me another one for
Okay.
Roland.
Confess myself disappointed.
Oh, damn.
And
Ooh, maximum.
wow, look at that. That was a
Fuck
good
you,
roll.
Roland.
I'm
I got one
sorry.
more than you did. That's fine.
Okay. Toady is, he's walking right by Alu's side with a hand on her shoulder, checking on her.
Toady likes me.
These 3 gentlemen nod to you and say, the red sashes may or may not express their gratitude.
We might.
They can.
I'm too
You
groggy.
can express
Yeah.
their gratitude. That's cool. All right.
Now that they
Alu's-
see things have cleared out, the people will wander off.
All right.
And
Alu
kind of-
wants to
they say, we'll
bind
keep an eye
up.
out for the watch.
I want to bind up this this drow and take her, him, whatever it is, this Megan, non-Megan, with us. We're gonna
Get the
give
hat.
this.
Get the
We're
hat.
giving this drow to Artor. And yes,
Artor.
Roland, now that you're not dead, tell us about the hat.
Yeah, so Alu, you pick up this hat on the ground. You don't know exactly how it works. It might require some study and attunement, but you can add to your inventory a hat of disguise.
That's what I thought it was. Oh, that's going to be great for you.
Right? Thank you.
All right, and I know it's gone a little long, but we can finish things up. We'll say if you guys are dragging her back to Artor Morlin, you're all a little beat up, but Holly is able to wave away any questions from the guard. I guess, was there anything else you wanted to do in the ship's prow?
We pretty much searched it. Like, there's no basement, right? I didn't see one. Like, we searched it pretty well.
Ben gets punished anytime he does anything that isn't on script, so he's done.
I'll say you have not found an entrance to the basement.
Yeah, we haven't found the entrance to the basement.
But we could tell that to our tour, I think, because
You
she's gonna have a lot of info.
Also on Xandra's body, you find 2 fake maps, and a letter that reveals plans to throw would-be treasure hunters off the trail. The letter is written in a flowing, elegant script and signed Jarlaxle. That is Jarlaxle.
All right, hold on. I need to it's not Jarxle.
Jarlaxle.
You taking notes?
Laxle. Yes.
Someone's gotta.
And that's a who was that again? What is he?
You don't know.
a new name.
But what did this note say? Sorry.
It says it's addressed to Xandra, and it says it talks about plans to throw would-be treasure hunters off the trail.
So
And it's signed Jarlaxle.
Jarlaxle, yes.
Signed. Got it. All right. And that was
so all of these treasure maps are a red herring, it seems.
mm-hmm.
I mean, they are, but like for an actual treasure.
Right.
So did you say that you wanted to leave the ship's prow now, or you still want to look around here?
I feel like we'll do one quick sweep before we carry this body off with us.
Yeah, give
Roland,
me
did you explore upstairs?
I did.
Yeah, give me an investigation check. If you're checking everywhere, you all kind of come over here and give me an investigation
Okay.
check.
my
Investigation?
investigation.
If it's a quick sweep, give it to me with disadvantage.
Right.
My investigation is crap.
What does it mean if we give it to you with disadvantage?
You roll 2 dice, and you take the lower number. Oh, damn.
15.
I'm not
I
gonna
got a
bother.
15 and a 9.
I came back
Mine
from
would
being
be a
almost
9.
dead.
Yeah, you
I'm
find in this room, you find a trapdoor.
Woohoo! Trapdoor.
Fen just wants to go sleep.
You can. You don't have to explore any further.
Fen's
I want to
like,
make sure this is
oh,
not a
shit.
video game where you got to do every objective. Earlier with the
Yeah.
sheep guy, you kind of skipped that one. If
Well, we can make a note and tell Artor where that door is
yeah,
as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Alu wants to just do like a quick reconnaissance. She'll take a quick peek.
all
Man, if it
right.
weren't for the women in this crew, we would be
Are
absolutely.
you opening?
I'm
Just
gonna open up a new area.
oh boy.
Okay.
I just want to thank the women in this crew for saving our asses.
Again.
We
I
got
mean,
our-
although-
in on this.
You come down the ladder and you find it in this little sub basement area.
Got it. And Alu wants to use this. So, all right. So she wants to use perception to make sure there's no freaking booby traps on the floor, like has
there-
happened so many times
Killed by
before.
fucking-
Yeah, give me another investigation check.
Hey.
17.
You find a trap. You find a hidden door.
Okay. Oh, goody.
While
Well-
Alu is sneaking around, Zandra wakes up.
And she's bound though, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
is
she's back.
bound, I thought.
She,
Yes.
yes,
Sorry.
but you don't fall
Zandra
asleep
is-
because of ropes. She's groggy and
No.
she looks up. She says, "Merde, what happened?"
I like how Drow are French.
It is canon. It is. If anyone ever tells you that a drow does not have a French accent, you tell
They're
them they're
lying.
wrong, and they need to
They're
keep
lying.
their universe consistent.
All right, so Alu wants to like use her perception to like listen and see if there's anything on the other side of this door that before she goes through it that she needs to be aware of.
Swear to
You
God, if there's more.
hear. You hear. Give me a perception check.
For fuck's sake.
15.
Damn. You hear the faintest sign of snoring.
All right, she'll poke her head around cautiously and quietly.
Sure thing. Give me a stealth check with advantage.
Okay, stealth check with advantage. Stealth. Okay. So that's 2. That
Ooh,
23 on 1.
Yeah, you're fine. You're able to look. You see this tunnel area, and you're fine.
All right, so Alu's gonna be like, okay, there's shit down here. She doesn't want to go like explore too much without the whole crew. Where our priority, I think, needs to be,
We gotta get back.
yeah,
She's looking at her
Artor right
breakfast
now.
and she's
Yep.
Like, let's get back to the golden path,
Yes.
please.
So she's gonna come back up and join the rest of the crew, and we'll head back to Troll Skull Manor. Or what time is it? Depending on what time it is, maybe just
We might
directly
go
It's
straight
to
10
to-
Artor.
o'clock. Zandra has woken up, and she says, "What do you want with me?"
Sorry, Zandra is Megan, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did we learn her name?
Well,
Just
it was
now
written
when
on
I
that note.
accidentally called her Zandra.
Got it. Okay.
Well,
Sorry.
I was assuming that was her name because that was what was written on the note. And
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
oh,
okay.
that's her name.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss something. That's all right.
Yeah.
Megan / Zandra.
Yep. I figured.
What do you want with me?
We want to know all about the maps.
Why are you flooding this area with maps?
She says, "It is none of your business."
It's about to be Artor's business.
Who
Holly's
is
gonna look at
Artor?
her. Holly's gonna look at her and say, "You're a real salope. Salope. How do you say it in French?"
I honestly don't know the word
In
you're trying
actual
to say.
French.
What are you trying to
French
say?
accent,
Literally
Okay.
French. It's
Holly,
literally
you don't
French
know
for-
Undercommon.
We have Hannah looking up things on the D&D Wikipedia and now she is looking up French to circumvent the fact that she doesn't know Undercommon.
Hannah, stop. You're
That is
adorable,
the
but
worst
What wants
metagaming
to
person I
say?
have ever seen.
I respect
personally.
it, Hannah. Just for your,
Olive-
It's clever, but oh my god.
Hannah, I
Olive can
respect it.
speak Undercommon, so you can just
I
ask
respect it.
yeah,
in
Oh my
English.
God.
have Alu translate if you're trying to say something, or just say it in common.
Oh.
Zandra speaks common, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. Because Fen spoke to her and got a shit pushed in for it.
Yeah, I guess a quick aside. God, we're almost at 3 hours, aren't we?
Yeah.
The reason you did that. Well, I'll tell you later. But yes,
Okay. Off camera.
yeah.
All right.
So what is it that Holly wants to ask her?
I wasn't gonna ask her anything. I just wanted to call her a bitch.
Gotcha.
Well, you can ask Alu that, and Alu would tell you, and then you could then say it in drow if you
How
want.
say it again? How you were trying to say it?
It was like SALOPE, but French.
See, I think it's Le
And
Chien.
that's how it. Well, that's
Pig.
dog. This was more. I think of the slang.
Oh, gotcha,
in
gotcha.
French.
But anyway,
God.
what are you all trying to do while we wrap things up here?
We need to
Alright.
get her to our tour.
Yeah, can I
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
Knock her back out.
whip her back in the back of the head again, and then
Yeah.
Fen
that
is
way
Toss
she
her over
doesn't
to
know where
the
we're
not
going.
to commit suicide.
yeah. If you all are ready to head back to the city of the dead, at the entrance you will run into Frankie, and he says,
Our dead friend.
"I knew you wouldn't disappoint."
That's right.
We never
and
do, Frankie.
Frankie-
We wanted to
never do.
live.
Frankie leads you back to an entrance you haven't been to before. And he says, "This is the more convenient route." And he touches a couple stones. And
Player and me says that's the entrance the old man could have given us.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to bet?
lets you inside. You see there's just a little tunnel. It's worked stone. On the right side of the tunnel, as you're walking in, you see an altar with some black candles on it. And then you move past that altar, and he knocks on a door. It opens up into a little reception chamber, and then he knocks on another door at the end, and he opens up. And this is the room that you met Artor Morlin in before from the other side.
Got it.
Artor is sitting there working on something. He looks at you. He pulls out a small pocket watch, and he says, "Oh, you're early. Who is your friend?"
Yes, my
Friend.
lord. This is the bitch that we think was doing these fake maps. Not we think, we know.
So Alu will grab that giant satchel of 1,000,000 maps and drop it on the floor. I am assuming Roland's carrying Xandra.
Yeah,
so,
I've been
putting
potato
her
sack
down in the
carrying
middle.
her. Yeah.
and Alu will basically run down the
Also,
information we've got so
Can
far.
I search it for that? You said she took out a wand and did all that damage to Fen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
So-
blown up as soon as she pulled her wand out.
Can we get that from her?
So when she went down, it went clattering. What it looked like was a wand with a curve at the end that you could grab,
Okay.
and
Almost
then
like a
some
bullet
sort
wand.
of metal piece
Oh, okay.
that she pulled.
Okay. So
What?
you got shot. You didn't get poisoned.
Are you
You did.
serious? There are guns in this shit?
There's like musket style stuff sometimes, depending on
wand
the
guns.
setting.
What is? Are we talking about like fucking Fable 3?
A little less technologically savvy than that, but yeah.
Oh,
So, considering that Roland's pointing that out now because we didn't think about it before,
Yeah.
is that something we could have grabbed before we left the pub? I feel like that would be something that would be good for Holly to have.
No, she wouldn't know how to use it. None of us would.
Oh,
Yeah,
can't
it
have
seemed
it.
like you all were in a hurry, and as you went out the back end, the watch was coming in the front end.
Yeah. We want to scoot on out there.
Yeah. So Artor kneels down to Zandra, and he says, "Who aren't you? Aren't you a busy little bee?" And he strokes her hair, and it wakes her up. And she looks around where she is, and her eyes get very wide. And Artor says, "Frankie has already delivered payment to you at your place of residence. I knew you would not disappoint me. Thank you very much."
Alu's gonna basically be like, "We're gonna leave you now," and then as they depart, she's gonna say, "Xandra, I warned you. I tried to help you."
Thank you.
Essentially.
And Holly's gonna say thank you so much, Artor, and we hope that we will still see you at our party.
We'll have to see if I can find the time. I appreciate, one, that you took so many maps out of circulation and you caught the person who was making them, but there's already so many out there. I'm in the process of finding some new accommodations, I think.
Good luck.
Maybe under mountain. We'll see.
God damn it.
I appreciate you leaving quickly. Just on the way out, don't touch the candles. Thank you.
We won't. Thank you.
Do not touch the candles. Don't touch anything in Artor's realm.
if anybody's wondering, like, why I do this every time we are on,
Yeah,
I just
because
want
we keep dying.
Because you die every
So
time?
what
yeah,
what are you
I feel
guys
like it's just-
what are you guys doing now?
We're going to head back to the fucking inn.
we need to
We need to go
recoup.
back
Call
to
it
the
a
inn.
goddamn night.
Yeah, we need at least a
Yeah,
long
we
rest.
need a
We need to
long
prioritize
rest.
Yeah.
that, please.
Yeah.
We're almost done. You head back. You see that Wilhelm is up again. He's got on the table a bunch of flour spread on the table, and you see Perdita using her finger to trace in the flour, and the flour's actually moving now. And he looks up at you
He's
guys,
teaching
and he's
her how to do corporeal movement. Okay.
pretty excited. He's like, "Look, she's getting stronger." And you can also see he's got papers and things on the side. He's working through his Bard College stuff. So we're going to let everyone retire to their own areas.
Perdita is Moaning Mortal, right? She's the
Basically.
Okay.
We have Leaf, who was our poltergeist, and there was
Yeah.
the ghost we found of that girl in the dungeon for Artur.
That's Suri.
I remember.
And
Yeah,
Perdita's the rat.
Perdita is
Did I mix
The rat.
them up?
Were-rat.
I don't know.
Yes.
Suri was the
Suri and
ghost, Perdita's
Perdita
the rat?
are in
The-
some combination the were rat and the ghost
Yeah,
sister.
the little girl ghost is the one that Roland or that
I mean,
Wilhelm is helping.
it doesn't matter. I just
Theory.
it's fine.
Yep. So, just some tidbits. Alu, when you go to your room, you notice that everything in your room has moved about 2 inches to the left.
Why?
I guess, Alu, are you the type of person, would you have a secret stash somewhere of personal trinkets, maybe trophies?
Yes.
Probably. Not
Yes.
necessarily trophies, but she definitely have like trinkets and stuff.
Someone
treasure
has
is-
been in your room, and you and Wilhelm have a good enough relationship that you know he wouldn't have done this.
Right.
Maximus
And
is
Alu's like,
occupied.
"Hmm."
Yeah.
Yeah, and Alu is definitely the kind of person who would notice like anything out of place because she's not unlike Holly, she doesn't have a ton of shit and she's
They're
very
looking for the
fastidious.
Grail Diary. That's what they're doing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
no girl diary for anyone.
So you would you go check to make sure your personal stash is safe?
Yeah.
You
It would be well hidden.
you open up your box, and all your items are there except for maybe what's personally most important to you. Some sort of family heirloom maybe or whatever. It's there, but that is also moved 2 inches to the left, and in its place is a note.
Interesting. I'm going to tell you what is probably my most, for whatever reason, I feel like where is it? Equipment. I don't know where, I think it was just I don't think it really does or means anything, but I have an amulet from when I built my character early on that's supposed to be a holy symbol of my Asimar god, whatever. So that would be my...
Oh, you're guardian.
That'd be my special...
Celestial force.
Yeah, my
that's
special
gone.
thing in the box. Or it's moved 2 inches
Yeah, it's
to the
not
left.
gone. It is moved.
What's the note say?
It says, I know that you want to be part of something bigger than yourself, and you're looking for answers. Speak to Davil Starsong, Davil Starsong, at the Yawning Portal.
It's funny how he spelled it out after he wrote it, too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, so...
This is why Fen is friends with Rolan. It's the only reason. The 69 joke, by the way, still is the best.
Yeah.
Let me see.
For tonight. New game starts next session.
I think that'll be it. That'll be it for tonight. I've got some other things for the other characters, but we'll wait.
Oh, good.
We prioritize rest next time. I came into this with 20 HP, and that fucked me up.
Roland, you go into your room.
Out anyway, but still.
Yeah.
So,
Roland, you go into your room. Everything's there, except everything is also on fire.
You see, as you open the door to your room, you see glyphs of warding light up on every object you roll. Roll 20d20.
Charisma saving throw.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys didn't die. Well, we're calling this an episode. Thanks for hanging out with us, everyone.
Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Bye.
Oh, God. Bye, guys.